it's me, and you know who the other person is today. Our special guest is Phil from Ops.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
He's not driving the car, he's on the stream.
I'm on this side of the camera this time,
Yeah,
aren't I?
definitely. Let's just try to get that back in focus. We have got a couple of flights on finals. There we go. Got a couple of flights on finals. We've got first of our 2XLs coming in today. First one's a 737-700 coming in from Glasgow. And we've got the 300 coming in from, where did we say it was coming from, Phil? The 300, where's that one coming in from?
Is it
Stansted, that's it,
Stansted,
Stansted,
yeah.
Stansted, that's the one. So we've got our first arrival coming in, 737-8AS from Ryanair from Poznan. Registration Echo India. Oh, we've got a Ravenair coming in first. Cheeky Ravenair. There it is. Jump in the queue.
As they do.
As they do. Tight turn, bring it in. Oh, the airport's got back to me on the mound.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you the short update that they've sent me back. So yeah, we've got our Ryanair on finals now from Poznan. Just there it is. But yeah, we've got Phil here today from Ops here at Liverpool Airport. It's one of the Ops vehicles, as we say. We might get some extra waves today because they know he's here.
Yeah.
We are on 2.7s, as you can see as well, guys, so it's all a good today. Rain seems to be going away as well, which is even better because it's meant to rain for the whole stream.
I was thinking.
I've seen the weather report. But yeah, Phil's here today to do a little bit of sort of teaching and let you make a bit more of an awareness of what goes on at the airport in the way of operations. So he's going to be doing a bit of talking, and if you've got any questions for him, I'm sure if he's allowed to answer them, or he can give you the answers, or has to go away and find out, he will do that.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what this is about, isn't it?
It is.
Just build that up.
It is.
Say hello to people, educate people where I can, and just basically explain as well, our day-to-day, activities, what we do.
Exactly. It wasn't too bouncy from the Ryanair. It was quite a nice landing, that, for Ryanair. Richard Dowd, oi, Savaloys, how you doing? I will say hello to everyone in a second, guys. Just got a few movements at the moment, so it's like, may as well get them out of the way. Well, yeah, it's great to be back on 2.7s. Shaz, welcome to the stream. Yep, so next, we've also got a couple of departures pinging up as well. We've got a Ryanair 737-8AS going to Dublin, operated by Buzz on its way down. Registration Sierra Papa Romeo Kilo Tango. We've also got the easyJet A319. Oh, it's Asbotange.
Oh.
Asbotange is going to Geneva.
Always trouble. Always trouble.
Always is. And we've also got on finals as well, coming in very shortly, the 2XL 737-76N, registration Golf November Echo Whiskey Golf. Coming in from Glasgow, red flight number BRO139P. I said that one's going back out later, isn't it?
That one's gone back out, so that'll be positioning in.
Yeah.
But I believe it's for the night stop one. It was, I think we've got West Ham and
there you go.
These will be taken. I'm sure this one's taken Everton to Newcastle, because that's who they play. So
bit early going out with that because they don't play till Tuesday. Yeah, they're paying for it. They're paying for it. So just about to see the lights of the 737 from 2XL 700. Couple of rare birds on the stream today with the 300 and the 700. Don't often get them to get, especially two together. Normally one or the other, isn't it?
It is one or the other.
Well, here we go, our first departure. Let's see if we get a wave as well. I don't know whether we will actually get a wave because I'm sort of keeping an eye on 2XL as well. It's like,
I think you'll get the XL first here.
Yeah, we might not get a wave. We might not get a wave here, but Daniel Slat, welcome to the stream. I will catch up with the chat in a second, guys. Just bear with me. Right, let's see if we can get a little wave off the Ryanair crew. There you go. Rob C, good afternoon. Tony Crystal, good afternoon. No, we got nothing off them. Nothing. Ms. Bums. Oh, did it come up? Or did it come up for a wave, or was he doing something? Oh, right, okay. Here we go, 2XL coming in, 2XL 737-700 coming in. I'm doing all right, Tony, thanks for that. Phil's fine, Shaz, Phil's fine. He's just enjoying the planes at the moment. Oops, there it is. It's going long here. That's a late touchdown.
He can afford to being empty.
Well, he is empty, isn't he, to be fair? Yeah, he is empty. He is empty. Oh. Right. There we go. Ryanair waiting to go out now. Emma Seymour, welcome to the stream. Right, we've still got Baby Tangi's on his way out now as well. Going to Geneva. Sorry, Asbo Tange going to Geneva, should I say. Not Baby Tange. Asbo Tange. Well, yeah, we have got Phil here today doing a bit of a Q&A with you guys and just sort of giving you some inside information of what goes on here at the ground at Ops, what these guys actually do. You don't just ride around in cars and wave at us.
No, we don't.
And shout messages at us.
Or wave those big paddles.
Exactly,
you know?
wave them big paddles.
Yeah, it's always nice to say hello to you, obviously, you know, when you're here and you're streaming live to
We
everyone.
appreciate
so,
it as well.
You know, yeah, but we, you know, we have to do a certain amount of visits out here. We have to do a certain amount of checks out here. You know, it's an ongoing throughout the day, throughout the night.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we do have the wildlife control. Always present, always here, keeping everything safe.
Definitely. Turn and burn from the Ryanair. Someone's already asked you what football team do you support?
I didn't think we'd go into the realms of the
Oh,
football teams.
you're gonna have to here, mate.
Yeah, I am a red.
Oh,
you know,
he's a red.
I'm a red. The right red.
Hey, Cos, how you doing? Cos, how you doing, mate? Busy afternoon, but it's just Ryanair and the orange microwaves. Long time no see, buddy. Hope you're doing all right.
When is the runway being extended and which way?
Are we extending the runway?
I don't.
So basically, we bought all the land at the far side, right the way across. We go right up and cover all like shore and all that. So I just live across the side, but apparently most of all this is going to.
Oh. Obviously, there's always plans and development progresses and things like that in the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
There's always plans to make things a little bit easier, a little bit better. Expanding. I mean, I don't know personally anything about any expansion at the moment, so.
No.
There's a page on Facebook called Save Hockey Shore.
Yeah.
Every single detail what's going on.
Oh, there you go. Question there for you, Phil, then.
Do you like black pudding? Is that
Yeah.
Paul, I do. I like black pudding.
Good man.
I do like black pudding.
Ah,
so,
Darren,
yeah,
have it.
I do like black pudding. And I did try for the first time, not only a few weeks ago, white pudding.
Yeah, white pudding's nice.
Yeah,
white
first time I
pudding's
tried
nice.
it, and it was quite nice. So I did enjoy that.
I do need to get back to the top of the chat at some point and start and say hello to everyone. Right, we have got a little gap after Asbo Tange goes out. I'll say the hellos to everyone properly then. Well, here we go, Asbo Tange on his way down, off to Our mod Darren's going to be fuming because yeah, he well had it on that you didn't like it. Shaz, there's a mic on Phil.
Shaz, what your job includes? I mean, it includes a number of things really. I mean, a lot of different things, from the apron to the taxiways right the way to the runway. There's a lot of different aspects of work that we have to make sure that things are operating safely. Everyone is being safe. You know, safety is the priority. But it's an array. You know, we'll go through it as the stream goes on. That it is an array of different things, different observations. A lot of it's observation, and also dealing with different things, dealing with different problems, how we deal with them. You know, whether it comes to investigating something, getting more information on something, or being involved with, again, you know, the development. You know, there's always things going on the airfield that could require airfield operations to supervise or get involved with.
Oh yeah, there is. There's always loads, isn't there?
Yeah. So
yeah, no wave there from Asbo.
Don't worry, I'll get them. I'll get all this stuff.
Yeah, there's the yum-dums.
But yeah, from day-to-day audits, inspections, you know, dealing with the third-party stakeholders for handling agents, other airlines. You know, it is generally just basically keeping everything running and keeping everything operating smoothly with minimal disruption. But when there is disruption, again, that's when it's a team effort. You know, we speak to everyone. We speak to a lot of people from different parts of the airport. Yeah. And everyone who's out here operating live, you know, they're the ones who are watching everything, keeping an eye on everything, and reporting any issues to us so we can deal with it effectively. Exactly.
We're trying to get you a break here so we can actually get you to talk about what you do. And all the aircraft have gone, nah, you're not having this, son.
That's it.
You're not upstaging us today. We've got our next arrival coming in already. The 737 MAX 8200 from Tenerife. Ryanair, flight number FR4345. Registration Echo India Julia X-Ray. I think we then have got a little gap in the traffic, mate, for you to have a chat with everyone then. And what I'll do is I need to do a message first. Just read out the hellos, and then you're free to. You got free reign then, buddy. The chat's up. The chat is all yours then, mate. I'm just trying not to go head over kilter in the trench.
It is quite a trench.
The trench at the bottom of the ocean's not as deep as this. Well, that was a late touchdown from the Ryanair, but smooth. I'll take it. It was smooth. Take it easy, mate. Look after yourself. So there's the Max from Tenerife, but we've got Asbo. He's not even hanging on. He's gone, stuff this. I'm coming on at the bottom of 27. That can get off.
Yeah.
Not hanging around, Asbo. Asbo's loving being a bully. But yeah, I will read what I've got here, guys. I've got a message to read out, and then I will say hello to you all, and then Phil is all yours then. Phil is all yours. Bombard him.
Oh, I can see there's plenty already to look back on.
Cool. I say, I'll also say thank you for everyone that joined in at home. We dropped it quite last minute at the live at home, so thank you to everyone that dropped in for that, to tell everyone about you coming on the stream.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden it became very, very short notice, didn't it? And it happened.
Yeah.
So, oh, here we go on the roll. Oh, there we go. Go on, Asbo.
Causing trouble in Switzerland.
Oh, aye. He's going for his chocolate fondue. Quite busy down here as well today, I've noticed, with people. Said that, as the weather gets on though, it does get busy down here. think we've got a little bit of a gap in the traffic now. Oh no, sorry, Phil, we've got a Biz Jet on the way down.
Oh, it's the way.
The aircraft aren't letting you have a minute today, are they? What's going on in that tower and ops today? It's not any better, Shaz. I'm not going to lie. It's not any worse, but it's not any better. So I've had a message back off the media team in regards to the that's who I sent the information to. They're going to see if the airport's aware of it.
Okay.
That's all they've said to me.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's going to work in the way of that. Right, next departure is to Paris, LBG, not the proper Paris. It's not the big Charles de Gaulle airport. It's one of the
Le
little
Bourget.
Le Bourget, that's the
Yes.
one. It's a Cessna citation CJ2, registration Delta India Whiskey India Romeo. Flight number ECA2WR. It's operated by Excellence Air. And yeah, I think that is it for a little bit then. It again goes quiet for a little bit, which I've never actually thought I'd say, thank God.
Yeah.
A belting start to the stream though. But this is like the signs of it, summer's on the way and
Yeah, the schedule's picking up.
yeah. There you go, I'll read a question off for you. So Phil says, what's it like working near planes?
I mean, I've always been interested. I've always loved being around planes, whether it be, I mean, the only thing I've not done is worked on them, as in like cabin crew or fly them.
No.
You know, so every aspect of working around the airplanes it's the buzz of it.
It
you
is.
know, it's
The literal buzz.
literally the buzz of it.
Yeah.
You know, the smells, the sounds, and you know, if
It's
you're
the
really
smell, innit? It's the smell.
if you're really interested in aviation, from these small Biz Jets to the A380 that goes.
Oh, exactly.
It's an engineering marvel, really. You know.
No, nothing. No one wants to wave today.
They know I'm here, that's right.
Is that what it is? Is
Yeah.
everyone being miserable today because it's Friday? They all want to get off home early, is that what it is? I think I'm going to get a turn and burn for this Biz Jet as well.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not hanging about, is he?
Yeah, but it is a buzz, you know, working around them.
I can imagine.
What they do, you know, it's fascinating if you've got that interest in it.
Well, that's it. You can't. It's one of them industries you can't not work in it without having some sort of passion for it.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. It's not a turn and burn. Here we go.
It'll just pop up now.
What's that?
It'll just pop
Yeah,
up.
just at the end of the brick building. There we go.
Yeah, but it's always been described to me as, especially with people that I've worked with over the years,
Yeah.
it's like a bug. Once it bites you, that's it.
That's it.
And I've worked in many different areas of the airports, airlines, airport environments, and they've all been like fun-filled places.
Yeah.
And there's always something different, and you're always learning as well. There's always something new.
Well, that's
there's always,
it, isn't it?
And because it adapts so well to
Yeah.
different, you know, it adapts to the changes, new technology, new
Yeah.
environments. You know, it never gets boring.
No, it never does get bored. It never
know.
does. It never does. So, finally get to say proper hello because it was a good time to start because it literally was just non-stop then, wasn't it? Right. So, just want to say one thing, guys. First, just to let you know, we are aware of, you know, Jerry from Big Jet TV and you know him being very, very unwell at the moment. From me, Vicky, and the mods, we would like to wish him a really speedy recovery. We have pinned it to the top of the chat. Guys, what we're going to do at the end of the stream is we're going to ask everyone for 1 minute at the end of the stream to put hearts in the chat for Jerry. That's just our way of saying, hope he gets well soon. And it's a little thing for us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure he will. He's got
Yeah.
that sort of way, and
Yeah,
he's a true fighter.
he's one of them. I guarantee, as soon as he's out of hospital, he'll want to go back streaming straight away, and he's a bugger for it. Like, but yeah, we really do wish him all the best, and yeah, I hope he gets better soon. So right, let's say hello to everyone first then. Chat, free reign, Phil's all yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got Oliver's Aviation 23, Richard Dowd, Gary's in. We've got Kesh in. We've got Mark N in, Shaz is in, Tony Crystal, Graham is in there. Just going through it. Daniel Slack, how you doing, mate? Oliver's, sorry, Emma Seymour's in there as well. So Oliver. Cos is in there. I spoke to Cos just as we started. Neil Reynolds is in there.
Is that Neil Reynolds from from Luton?
It might be.
That's that. I know a few guys from my
JD
former employer.
Well, JD UK, my old mate Phil, missed you at Tui.
Oh, the Tui team are in.
Tui team are in.
I like that. Hello, everyone.
Cos says, a message above 2. I'm in turnaround now, so this is a treat to watch. Stansted is a bit of a poop. Oh, don't share the Stan says, I miss LPL too much.
Oh, his words, not ours.
Yeah, you're welcome back, mate, with open arms anytime. Luke Evans flying back to Liverpool Airport on Sunday from Lanzarote. Hope you can catch it on easyJet. Luke, what time are you flying in on Sunday? And if we can catch you on the stream, we will do. Kermit, welcome to the stream. Wigan Plane Spotters, welcome to the stream. Donny Phillips, welcome to the stream. AJ Aviator, welcome to the stream. David Hardy, welcome to the stream. George, how you doing, buddy? George Fitzgibbon's in the stream. Rob C. Jack Rolls, how you doing, mate? Great to see you in the stream. Darren, good old TriStar Darren's in the chat. Darren, if you weren't listening, Phil does like black pudding and white pudding, just to throw it out there.
Yeah, I was very surprised with white pudding. I really did enjoy it. So.
It is nice. It's just, obviously, it's missing that one key ingredient. Rob C's in the chat. Colin's in the chat. He says, land at 16:20. Mate, we'll have you on the stream then, because we're streaming 3 till 5. So jump in the stream before you depart, if you can. Because the stream will be up anyway. If we know we're not live, you'll be able to comment in the stream anyway. Just drop a message in the stream, remind us that you're coming in at about 4:20. And there you go. So
I think I've got one question there that I've just spotted.
Okay.
I think it was from Shaz.
Go on then. Chat, Phil's all yours.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't know anyone didn't cover this, but she asked about the brick building.
The
one that always
the substation just there.
So that is our 27B substation. So that is where all our basically everything to do with the aeronautical lighting system is held.
Yeah.
We have one on the 09 end, which is right down the other side, obviously, but the brick building is purely for our aeronautical lighting, and that's where everything's housed. It's a big sensor. It's also a backup system for obviously when we go into LVOs, so that'll power up and keep all the lights on.
Definitely. You know? This car looks familiar.
This car does look familiar.
It does look familiar, this car, doesn't it? It's not you driving it though.
It isn't me driving it
and,
today.
And they're not looking over either.
No.
Shocking. Rude.
They're keeping them clean. I like it.
Yeah.
They are keeping the
vehicles clean. Do you know what? Clean. It stands out like a sore thumb compared to the others. It really does. So yeah, 1 second. Yeah.
Can you turn Phil's mic up?
Just move it up a little bit further. I'll tell you what. Put it here. There you go.
Okay.
See if that's a bit better.
That's it. Testing.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just think there's a Saab going over, Oliver. Not the Saab, the car, the plane. But yeah, Phil's here today to explain what these guys, as you see, that wonderful bright and yellow and orange Battenberg does.
So I think let's just start off. Let's just start off with our ops vehicles, our main ops vehicles, and we call it Falcon 7. Falcon 7 is our 24-hour a day wildlife control. We split the control throughout the 12-hour shift that we work, and these guys are out all for about 4 hours at a time, and they are predominantly, again, it's wildlife control, wildlife management, wherever it is, it's dispersal. So these guys are here predominantly to make sure that everything around the airfield is recorded, it's logged, and it's dispersed, it's moved on. we try to avoid anything and everything that we can. So these guys are out here observing, and it's also the data collection that we get.
Yeah.
So for all the different breeds of, bird activity that we get, we feed it back and we look at it. We take in all this information and we say, well, about breeding habits, migration patterns, all this type of thing that we gather, just to get an idea of what's going on with the bird activity.
All right, okay, cool.
And obviously again the other side of the wildlife. So you could have your hares, your foxes, your rodents and things like that. We have to make sure that everything's clear on that side of things as well. Obviously going into the summertime as well now, that the bugs. A lot of the midges will all start coming, and what does that mean for birds? That means food sources. Yeah. So, we have to look at that in the future. So,
I just put his window up. That's rude. DJ Sparky, good afternoon. Claire, good afternoon. But yeah,
these guys.
There's a question there in the chat for you, mate.
Okay.
Oh, Darren's got a good question for you.
Okay.
As well.
Oh, so we'll get the, are you the one who scares the birds away? I'm not the one who scares the birds away, no. We have wildlife operations specialists for that. But if I'm ever out on the airfield, like I was the other day, I'll assist. We do drive the same vehicles with all the bird scaring, dispersal equipment on the vehicles. But no, predominantly my job isn't to do the bird scaring.
Right.
So the wildlife controller who's out here is predominantly in charge.
Yeah, because that was the role I sort of applied for, wasn't it? Because it was a bit of a both role, wasn't it? The one I obviously, I applied for a role here, a full-time role here, working at the airport for the wildlife and field operations as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A bit of a both role.
Yeah. So the wildlife controllers will, as I say, over 12 hours, they'll do certain amount of hours out here doing the wildlife dispersal and control. And then they'll move back into the unit and back onto the operation itself.
Okay.
So we deal with a number of things ranging from habitat maintenance, waste management, general maintenance of the airfield. We do the coaching operation. Obviously during the winter time, we do the snow clearing and the de-icing plan. And then in the summertime, then we move into the grass maintenance. And the general upkeep around the airport, the weeding, the clearing of areas where, grass does grow. There's certain areas, especially around the coaching areas, that we just have to get out there with our lawnmowers, and tidy everything up that way.
You see Phil on his knees with a ruler measuring the length of the grass.
That's it, yeah. If it goes over a certain length, that's it. But, each area does have its own, hot spots. Not every area grows the same way. No. But again, we do just generally trying to keep on top of it as much as we can. We try and keep it to those levels that are needed, again, because whatever happens out here with the grass levels, that is a bird deterrence, or, we don't want to make it, like a feeding ground for them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was the issue we had when they were doing the solar panels, wasn't it? Because obviously they were ripping all that soil up, all the nutrients, all the bugs, all the worms.
It was feeding time. It was feeding time.
Well, yeah, because when they were coming on 2-7, it was a nightmare. I think we had a couple of bird strikes because of it, and it was a mixture of birds. It wasn't just seagulls; it was like crows and magpies.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. The mixture of wildlife that you get because of it. So, what was the next question?
Tony Bickerson, good afternoon, mate. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, Darren's got the question.
Yeah. We knew someone was going to come in with this one.
We knew someone, so let's get this out the way now. Snow and ice clearing equipment. It looked a little like modified agricultural equipment, unlike other airports. So,
any plans to upgrade?
It looked like modified agricultural equipment. So we do use our John Deere tractors. So that is predominantly, I think most airports use tractors, and it's what we adapt to them.
Yeah.
So we adapt snow plows to the front, and we use brushes at the rear.
Okay.
Some of them with brushes only, some of them with brushes and blowers.
Yeah.
So the brushes and blowers will be towed, but again, these are all fitted to the tractors. Okay. There is one piece of equipment that's quite new to us, and that's because the cab on the old one had to be replaced.
Oh,
so we've got like a HGV cab type of thing now.
Oh, right, okay.
And that tows what's known as the Yellow Beast.
Yellow Beast.
So we've got the overhousing, which is quite a big piece of kit, and then
Yeah.
we've got the Beast, the yellow Beast, which we use. But it works for us. You know, it's not modified. It works for us, and it does the job. It does clear the snow. It does exactly what it says. Once everything's hooked up, as long as we can move it, the equipment does exactly what it's needed to do, whether it's ploughing or using the brushes at the rear. So obviously upgrade. Yeah, we're obviously making sure that we've still got all the right gear that we use, but we have got new ploughs, we have got new brushes, front brushes and rear brushes. And our maintenance team do a great job because these need to be maintained, you know, as and when they're out here doing the job. So they can be replaced, the brushes can be replaced. They can be maintained, obviously during this time now. Obviously moving now that we're getting close to the summertime, that will move on now. So hopefully we'll have seen the last of any wintertime activity. But the team do a great job, and we adapt it well to what we need to use it for. So
well, that's it. So a lot of it, obviously, we know with the wind stuff, there was a lot of controversy over the airport being closed for as long as it was back. Well, was it beginning of this year? It was end of last year, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was around the start of July, wasn't it? January.
January, yeah.
The 8th or something like that. So
I didn't know what the full SP was. You spoke to me since, you know, obviously we've had chats and that and spoke about it. But let the viewers know what the actual. Can you let the viewers know what the actual issue was on that day?
Yeah. So
why the airport didn't reopen till 4 o'clock?
Yeah. So on that day, obviously the main culprit of the issue was the ice. It was the ice that was basically embedded, you know, because when you've got a certain amount of contamination that goes down onto the runway, and then you've got further contamination once it stops, you can try and clear as much as you can. But before you can get any de-icing fluid down, you have to clear it away because you're just going to, because you can't have the snow and then the de-icing because you're watering down your chemical. Which is not good. It just won't take effect at all. And in that time frame, overnight, unfortunately, the temperatures dropped unprecedentedly. We weren't expecting it to drop that much. So the already contaminated area froze. And the guys couldn't basically get out there quick enough to remove that. And when we did start to go out there to start clearing it, I mean, it was like dinner plate thick ice that on top of that runway. And then it was a case of trying to remove and disperse as much of it as you can. You know, it's it's 2.5 miles long. It's quite a lot to clear. So we had to operate within a reduced width of operation on the runway to allow normal operations. But again, it was the brushes, then the de-icing fluid down, the brushes, just trying to clear as much as possible. It does take its time. There is a certain amount of people that we've got to do the job. The equipment that does the job. Then we have to obviously refuel these equipment. We have to refuel ourselves. Everyone's got to.
Exactly.
So
just a quick one from me though. I don't know if anyone else is going to ask this, but obviously with us being on the coast, and obviously so like to Manchester that didn't really struggle that well because they're more inland. Obviously, we're going to feel the brunt more, aren't we, than Manchester? Because
the temperature will drop, significantly. But it's the air temperature and then the surface temperature. So your air temperature can, be around about 1 to 2 degrees, but your surface temperature could drop, below freezing. This is something that we continually have to monitor, and we have got the tools to ensure that we monitor those, service levels. And if circumstances and situations don't allow us to get the de-icing fluid down on the runway quick enough, or the temperatures just drop. That's if it's coming down and the snow's coming down on top of already contaminants. You're basically wasting your time de-icing the runway and wasting all your fluid.
It's not worth it, is it? Just have to interrupt you for 2 seconds though. We have got an inbound, Phil. We've got
is it our G-Lex?
It's no, it's Bombardier Global 6500 registration Charlie Sierra Golf Lima India, operated by NetJets coming from London Luton. Flight number NJE 860F. It's on finals. Now that was the one we saw flying off to the left of us then.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Adam Fitzgibbon, welcome to the stream. Wadders, welcome to the stream. Lord Crew, welcome to the stream. Phil will be back with you in a second, guys, when we get this arrival. Just started sprinkling with a bit of rain, hasn't it?
Yeah,
it's a light drizzle at the moment. It's not even a drizzle, it's like a drop. It just drops, isn't it? It's nothing right major.
No.
If it does get a little bit heavier, we'll have to waterproof though, guys, so you just have to bear with us then. But this is going to have an impressive wingspan, this Bombardier Global.
These are really nice close up.
They are.
They
They're
are.
beautiful.
These are nice.
It is my favourite business jet. Lynn, welcome to the stream. Just pulling that nose up a bit. May have to waterproof here in a sec, that rain.
Steve Carter Aviation, Phil, have you got a staff restroom and food facilities on site? We do. We have a really nice restroom. The whole unit actually is really nice. Before I joined back at Liverpool,
Yeah.
it was all refurbished, and it is a top spec place for us. We have TV relax, couch relaxing rooms. We've got all the facilities to cook our own food.
I hope you have us on that telly.
Say again?
I hope you've got us on that telly.
I do. I have you on the private telly. Yeah. But yeah, we have all our cooking facilities available. Cooker, air fryers, the usual stuff. And then if you want, you can head into the terminal. There
you go. Oh yeah, because there is some like eating before you can get through security. There's some places to eat, isn't there, as well?
Yeah.
There is. So, right, guys, I'm just going to waterproof the camera. Phil, carry on with what he was saying while I just waterproof the camera, guys. It's just getting a little bit heavier. Let me know if you need anything for your stuff, Phil. I've got a little attachment brolly for you, mate, if you need it.
The little brolly.
A little brolly for you. Right, guys, just 2 seconds. You're going to see my ugly mug for 2 seconds. Apologies for that. No one needs to see that. Oh, there we go. That's it.
So, yeah, Mark Crew, and I think we've covered this, haven't we, Paul?
Right.
The 2 white poles in the middle of the airfield.
Yeah, we have covered it, but go on, it's from you. It's from you. It's from the specialist.
So it's the IRVR markers. They're the reference points that measure when we go into low visibility, and you get it from the touchdown zone to the midpoint to the end zone of the runways. So that will measure and feed directly to the tower the actual runway visibility range that each pilot needs to be reported to. So when it goes to LVOs, those machines kick in and provide the accurate reading of each point across the entire runway. So you'll have ones obviously there, midpoint, and then there's further ones down at the end zone. So normally the orange in other airports, but we've got them here as white.
They're special.
But that's predominantly what they do. They are measuring the runway visual range.
There you go. Ryanair 737-8AS going back to pose. I'm the one that came in to start the stream off. He's now going back out. So that's turned around quite quickly.
That's definitely a pick up and go.
That's very empty going back out, I think, that one, isn't it? Registration Echo India Echo X-Ray Foxtrot flight number FR7424. That Biz Jet looks like it's parked up there. It's not coming down here. Right, so I saw some other questions in there for you then, Phil, as well. Yeah, you don't need to see my face, guys. I think, did Gary have one for you? Oh, no, R720, welcome to the stream for you. Question for you there, Phil.
I'm just... You need to ask the airport hierarchy to provide a shipping container for cover. This couple do a fantastic job. You can't leave them in the rain all the time.
We love it.
Yeah.
It's my weekly shower, all right? Leave me alone. It's my weekly shower. Or in this case, at the moment, my daily shower.
I mean, he's got a Tesco zip bag there ready to cover in his equipment. I mean, you don't need any
equipment.
State-of-the-art stuff.
State-of-the-art sandwich bag here.
TriStar Darren, follow-up question. With the shutdown due to ice, any changes to the SOP for the next eventuality? Every time we get anything like this with bad,
learn from it,
we learn from it. We totally do, and we do a lot. We do debriefs. You know, we get everyone together and we look at the things. What could we do differently? You know, or what approach could we have done?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on that one occasion, the temperatures were just not set to drop that much, and the guys couldn't, you know, have done more than what they did.
Yeah.
And then it was just a clearing operation then. Obviously, when you think about it, you've got all this, you know, de-icing fluid that you do want to utilise, but you've got to look at the, you know, the cost implications, the operational impact, you know, your staffing, everything that comes into it to think, is it warranted? But we always look at trying to do things a little bit differently next time, a little bit better, always learning from it. Definitely. I mean, you know, me being back at the airport, you know, from working from Thomas Cook to TUI, being on the ground here, I'm learning so much and understanding so much more.
Well, that's it. Every day is a learning day with this job, isn't it? It's,
you know, and you know, we try to get it right, but we want to obviously operate. Number one, it's safety. You know, we want to try and get it safe, but we have to think of the commercial side of things as well. You know, we don't want to just do it because we can. We want to do it when it's warranted, when it's necessary.
Well, exactly, but that day you guys were under such amount of pressure from the airlines, never mind the airports and the passengers and everything.
Exactly.
And you guys bear the brunt of it because you're the people out there trying to clear it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think you know, the communication that everyone had, the teams were always talking to each other. You know, everyone was where they should be. You know, everyone was getting the right information, and we weren't just, you know, picking at times and things. We were doing realistic, you know, updates, giving everyone that needed that information. And then as the teams are out there, you know, ensuring that they were rested, the machines were getting checked as they were out here. You know, the machines, like humans, everyone needs to come off, have a rest. The machines need to be checked, refueled, things like that.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. That's it. It's like got Jay Coles here. We are sending a PJ to come and get you, Phil.
Oh, he means a private jet.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought that's what it was. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, that's the guys that TUI that they'll be looking to come and bring me back to Luton. You know.
Like I say, they're the TUI guys from Luton.
Yeah.
The home of Wiz. Luke Evans says it's windy, lands Rossi. Derek Fox, welcome to the stream. What's the largest plane John Lennon handle? 747-400.
I believe so.
Is the largest aircraft that we can take here. Just purely down to wingspan. Obviously, that A330 Australian Air Force, the refueling tanker plane, that's got a bit of an extended wingspan, hasn't it? So
that certainly has, obviously for the reasons of it is a refueling tanker aircraft. And obviously when they do operate, and it was operating on the 27s, is we have to have a wing watch operating over the 27B centre there.
Yeah, got a wave. There's our first wave. Oliver, an A380 probably could land here, but it's whether it's rated for here. Because the A380, it's all to do with the reversers and stuff like that on it. As far as I know, this airport is only rated up to 747-400s, unless they've changed it without telling us. Steve May, good afternoon from is it from Wet Ferry today? Spitting Ferry, we're calling it today, are we? Okay. Yeah, Derek Fox. Sorry, John Lennon Airport. Yeah, John London Airport. He said, no, not John Liverpool Airport. Yeah, the largest one we can take 747, as far as I'm aware.
Gary Fraser, question: anything anything that surprises you about the job? Well, I mean, I wouldn't say there's anything that surprises me. You know, aviation, every day is always different. Depending on what the weather is. If it's a lovely sunny day, great. You know, things are more nicer on a sunny day. you know.
Like, it's a lot easier on a sunny day, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously if there's low cloud, if there's low visibility, if it's poor weather, you know, they're the type of things that you've got to be more sort of mindful of, because when you're out there on the aprons, especially around the aircraft, you know, certain people need, you know, you want them to operate the same way, but everyone's got to have that little bit of extra vigilance around it. So
exactly.
You know, you've got to make sure that everyone's operating safely, but also as well that under the conditions that they're operating a little bit more cautiously as well.
Yeah.
So obviously there's certain things that happen, like if a piece of equipment gets stuck somewhere, you might not see it get stuck somewhere, so you think, oh, that does surprise me at times, but these things happen on the airfield. You know, it is a working place. It's a working machine. So,
well, here's, for instance, the question I've got for you, and I've got another question for you. So, like we had a few streams ago, we had that Piper Turbo Arrow that obviously had a blown tyre.
Yeah.
It obviously parked on the taxiway, so it wasn't blocking the runway, even though it was on the taxiway. We had the fire brigade out to it, everything like that. What from you guys on that side of it, what do you have to do in the way of the paperwork, everything, all that side? What have you all got to do in the way of working with the teams and communication?
So anything like that, you know, an AGI, so an aircraft ground incident, the fire obviously have to do their reports as well with what they've responded to, how they responded. But from our side of things, it's a case of what impacted the operation. So we can obviously file all our reports to the CAA.
Yeah.
So what did it impact? What didn't it do? You know, what you know, we might not know the cause at the time.
Yeah.
But obviously the tower will provide a lot of reports. The fire will give us a lot of reports.
Yeah.
And it is about obtaining as much information. So we are there basically on the investigation, you know, of...
So you sort of do a little bit of CAA work, basically, so you do a little bit of investigationary work.
Yeah, and then we have to report everything. We've got a number of internal reporting processes that we have to do, and then we have to obviously report to the CAA.
Yeah.
So, for example, an AGI would be to do with the fire and how they responded.
Yeah.
If it was on the apron, for example, if it was a fuel leak off an aircraft, or if an aircraft was damaged by another piece of equipment, then we'd step in a little bit more. You know, it's who's involved, what you know, if there's any sort of malice involved, or if there's any, you know, malpractice or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, that for us, it's a case of obtaining as much information as possible. And then, is there any learnings?
Yeah.
You know, is there anything that someone done?
The next time we can,
you know, to avoid it.
Yeah. So it's like bird strikes as well, isn't it? I would imagine you guys have got to go up, take a look at the damage, have a look around.
Yeah. So, so bird strike. You know, if an aircraft has a bird strike,
like the whiz.
Yeah.
Like the whiz.
Exactly that. Obviously, it's reported. So it'll be reported either from the pilot to the tower, or if the pilot doesn't realise it until he gets to the stand and then sees, you know, he's got.
He goes outside and goes, oh,
exactly that.
Yeah.
So it's then a reactive approach of, okay, so we need to look at what, you know, where it is, what is, you know, we need to, number one as well, get out there and inspect the runway so there's no remains. Yeah. No debris. So we then, you know, from operation side, we'd be feeding it into wildlife, you know, Falcon 7, to say, right guys, we need the runway inspection. We'd obviously advise the tower, you know, so they know that there has been a, you know, confirmed strike. Yeah. You know, because if there's any sort of damage, remains, any blood, anything like that.
Well, bits of aircraft as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You know, that could have come off the aircraft. So that everyone needs to be, you know, aware of what's happened, what's going on, and we need to do our normal inspections to make sure that there isn't anything left behind. Unfortunately, you know, that the whiz got hit right on the nose.
Right on the end of the nose.
On the nose. Replacement nose cone, I believe it needed.
Well, I would have thought so. Yeah.
So obviously that is a case of, you know, the pilots must have come in, whether they must have heard it, so would have reported it.
I would have thought where it hit. You would have felt that,
definitely. Yeah. So reported it to tower. Tower would then go, okay, so you've had a bird strike, or you reported a bird strike. Yeah. Then Falcon 7 would, you know, ensue to go onto the runway, do a full runway length inspection to check every area, and then obviously it's up to the airside team like myself or the team leader or one of the other wildlife specialists to go to the airplane and check it. Just check check where this damage has occurred. Obviously on the whiz, you couldn't miss it.
Well, no. The other daft thing, we were talking about this actually, weren't we, the other day? Actually, the daft thing was it. We were waiting for the C-130s to go out, weren't we?
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah.
And they sent a replacement whiz in for that one that got the damaged nose cone.
Yeah.
And we didn't see it, even though we were stood on the mountain, we didn't see it because we reckoned it was blocked by the building, the brick building with the dreaded brick building. But that whiz that came in had a bird strike as well, didn't it?
I believe so, yeah. I believe, but on that occasion, luckily enough, it was it did have a bird strike, but it was no damage to the airplane, so it could operate as normal. But again, in that situation, we're having to do our reports, we have to do our inspections, we have to make sure that once it's reported, that everything's followed up.
Yeah.
All the information's gathered, all the right details are gathered, people are informed, and everywhere's inspected, so it's safe. I
would have thought the operations guys for Wiz, when they heard it, had set another bird strike on Liverpool, going, oh, for God's sake, not another one. But then obviously, as your side, I think, if I'm right saying, from your side of it, obviously you guys then look at what you guys have done in the way of clearing birds. Yeah. Did you guys do a sufficient job clearing the birds? Yeah. Was it just one of those last minute one bird's just gone hell for leather tried to go across the airport? Yeah, I mean, I believe so what I've read in the report, that the whiz that did have the nose damage, I mean, it was off airfield, at a bit of height. I can't confirm the actual. That's it. If it's a bit off the airfield, it's out of your control, isn't it? So.
But if the operator's down this end, the wildlife operator controller's down this end, and the strike's on the other side, it is. We can't be everywhere, but we can do as much as we can.
Exactly. You can only do what you can do at the end of the day. But obviously, I say, like Lennon said to you guys, you've then looked at did we do a sufficient job? Did we clear the airport enough? And did we make sure all the birds were gone when it was coming in? Yeah, and
this is why the wildlife operators have got all the tools to do the job. They report everything that they see. We do it in 15-minute increments. So every 15 minutes, the wildlife controller will report where they are, what they've seen, whether that be nothing at all. They have all the equipment in the vehicle, all the deterrents, all the dispersal methods, and that's as much as possible that we can do or they can do while they're out on the airfield. Yeah,
exactly. That's it. You guys, I know from my point of view, you've got to speak of the devil short up here again. We know you guys do an absolutely fantastic job anyway.
Yeah, I mean, well, you seen it the other day when me and my colleague were out, and we were dealing with pheasants. Yeah. The pesky pheasants that were causing us a bit of an issue.
Good old Phil and Phyllis.
So.
No, not looking.
No, concentrating. You see.
He's being professional.
Very professional, concentrating on what's needed.
Definitely. Did you take all your buttons out of that car so we can't wave? Is that what it was?
There's only me who has the right to wave those buttons.
Right, got our next departure. easyJet A320-204, registration Golf Echo Zulu Whiskey Yankee. Yankee, sorry, it was right. Flight number EZY387B on its way down, going to Belfast next. But yeah, guys, keep the questions coming in for Phil.
There's one question there that unfortunately, because I think I'm still young. Mark and N9I, how old is the airport and what was the first airline to fly here? I'm sorry, mate, I don't know that.
I'll be honest with you, I'd have to look into that as well.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Because obviously it was the old Speak Airport first, wasn't it? And then
I mean, maybe when this was built, but I couldn't answer that. But you know what? It's a good question.
Go away.
I can go away and
look into that.
Pass it on to you, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Sheepish Blue Eyes, welcome to the stream. Just making sure I haven't missed anyone in the meantime. Mikey Davis, welcome to the stream.
Have you been in the tower? To be honest with you, the old tower, yes, but not our new tower. I haven't been in the tower as yet.
Have you not?
I have not. No.
You speak to them enough, though, don't you?
I do speak to them often enough. But it is a case of getting in there is when when the best time frame it is. So I think I'll try and get in there before the summer schedule kicks in.
Yeah, because we're going to be very, very busy in the summer schedule, aren't we? They really are. Oh, nice gentle taxi coming down from the easyJet. It's going to do about 18 knots, so not racing down. Not racing down. It's nice to see the traffic being a lot more consistent now. Each stream, we're getting a few more movements every stream now.
Well, he's got his strobes on, so I'm hoping he's going to be a turn and burn, this fella.
Yeah.
He's got his strobes on. He's not mucking around.
Nope. Got a wave. Yeah, he's got the clearance to get straight onto 27, no messing about.
That's it.
I've had some good movers this afternoon. I've got a hail
it.
alert as well, apparently.
And we'll get, I think we'll get the 700 coming back out, won't we?
Yes, we will. We'll get that coming back out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking at the flight radar. The Manchester flight from Belfast has had to do a little bit of a whole pattern there nearby. On the roll. Wasn't really a turn and burn, but
Maybe just doing those final checks, but
just them last two.
No.
Just them last two. Scratching his nose before he takes off. I see some seagulls down there just as the easyJet went past there. Boise's in the house. How you doing, Boise?
Phil, what's the best plane you've marshalled in? Well, I mean,
take a pick because you've done a few good ones.
I've done a few good ones, yeah. I mean, I didn't get to do the 330,
No.
the Australian Air Force one, or the Iberia, but I did get to do the follow me for that back out.
Yeah, I remember you messaging me about that. I was well jealous.
But I've done the C-17.
Yeah.
And I've done the Hercules. So
out of them two, which would you say?
It's got to be the C-17.
It's got to be. It's the size of it, isn't it?
It was great when it came in. And it wasn't planned as well. It was a very unplanned last minute one for me as well.
Remember you messaging me telling me it was very much unplanned.
And yeah, I mean, and they came in and they followed exactly the instructions, got it where I wanted it to. So yeah, that was the C-17 was probably the best one I've done. Number of big jets, small jets that I've managed to do.
Yeah.
But it's all on obviously the area that you have to work with as well. You know?
It is.
So if we're operating on the critical part of the airfield, so the normal stands, we have to look at the wingspan size of the aircraft, where it's going.
Well, that's what we talk about the A330 Royal Australian Air Force, the tanker, wasn't it? Because it needs a wing walker, didn't it?
Exactly that.
They were just a little bit concerned when the wing.
That's it. But I mean, certain aeroplanes, especially the smaller jets, they prefer to be parked into wind. So
they do, don't
so
they?
you've got to take into consideration the jet blast where you're going to put them, if they can do, and if they're going onto the TDA, so the temporary demarcated area.
Yeah.
You have to take into account how long they're staying for. Where they're going, if you're going to put them further away on the bigger side of the TDA, or if they're only staying for a couple of hours, then you can put them closer on the smaller side. It just varies.
Depends on length of stay, isn't it?
Length of stay, size of it, and the wind direction.
Yeah, well, there's that. Just noticed as well, Manchester have switched to 05s.
Really?
Yes, they've switched to 05s. Just looking on flight radar, you can see they're now coming on 05s. Which is
You've still got a northeasterly though, haven't you?
Yeah, coming on 05s.
According to the windsock. Our windsocks.
Our windsock's definitely 27.
Yeah.
Definitely 27. We've just had a Pilatus PC12 ping up going to Belfast from 24/7 Aviation. Pilatus PC12 NGX, registration Golf India Sierra Juliet Echo. Looks like that's going to be going out very shortly. But yeah, see, I like this. I like it when we're on 27s and Manchester's on 05s, because in the summer, when the 380 comes in, we can see it coming in because it's just a crossover to the left where the windmills are. So it is a bit of a beneficial when these two sort of do that. So that's why they were doing the whole pattern at Manchester. Then looks like they've shifted them all around. Ron Peterson, good afternoon or good evening to you, mate, or good morning. Can't remember what it is in Canada. Christian Gardner, welcome to the stream, mate. Liam LPL 91, welcome to the stream, buddy. So yeah, guys,
Keshika, I think she wanted to know the name of the white buttons. It's the IRVR.
Wait, IV. Oh, I can't say it.
The IRVR.
Well, there you go. What he said.
Yeah. If you type that in, that'll give you all the information about the IRVRs that we have on the airfield.
Definitely something round near us, can't we? That's the Ryanair going into Manchester. That's had to go out, round, and come back in because they've swapped the 205s.
It's strange that because well, the wind direction we're getting here anyway. So.
Well, yeah, that's it. Depends what the wind they're getting. See, and that's it. That's another thing. Like I've just explained there to you guys. So Manchester on 05s, we're on 27s. So they say when the heavies come in the summer, we can see it. Especially if when we've got the bigger lens on, we do a runway swap or something like that.
Yeah.
Even with that one, to be honest with you, but we can see them coming in and get a good view of them coming because
on a clear day.
On a clear day, they'll come in over the top of the airport.
Right. Okay.
So they'll go over the top of the airport and go out and round.
Yeah.
So we get to see quite a few heavies that way as well from Manchester. There's some military stuff knocking about. A400's decided to not come here and go to the Isle of Man. Git. But yeah, we're just having a little bit of a quiet moment, I think. Oh no, it's all right, we're not. We've got the A320neo from easyJet coming in from Gran Canaria on its way in. That's our next arrival. Registration Golf Uniform Zulu Hotel Foxtrot. Flight number EZY47WH. But yeah, guys, there we've got Phil on the stream today. He's here for you to use and abuse him for questions to find out what goes on with ops at the airport.
Yeah, I mean, I can just touch on our basic duties of airfield operations. As I said before about habitat maintenance, waste management, general upkeep. We're continuously out there doing our normal inspections. From my role anyway, it is predominantly about keeping the airfield running, operating safely. Dealing with investigations. We're dealing with issues on the ramp itself or the apron. If there's certain aspects of the taxiway or the runway that we have to investigate and check out, that's what we'll do as well. We'll be going out there we'll go where we're needed, when we're needed. The coaching operation, that's a big thing for us as well as airfield ops. The team themselves, the team do a great job, when it comes to the habitat maintenance. So when we're clearing all the weeds, we're clearing all the fod off the walkways, we're keeping the walkways tidy and clean. The waste management, obviously we have to ensure that all the category 1 waste is cleared as well. It's done properly, it's collected, it's picked up by our supplier. So we have to escort them onto the airfield, make sure that everything's all the waste that comes off the airplane is put somewhere. When all like Swiss Sport and the cleaning teams remove all the waste, it gets done properly. It's managed properly as well for recycling purposes. Because we want to be green, we want to make sure that the right waste is going to the right places.
Well, that's it. Every business now wants to go carbon neutral, green, all that. And I get it. Because to be fair, you say about obviously waste management. We talk about down here a lot of time, and we've got the people who put the Rob sees one of them, comes down here, changes the rubbish bags, and gets rid of the other rubbish and replaces them for clean bags and stuff like that. And we explain to people that if you leave your rubbish on the airport, if we get a crosswind at the airport,
it's just going to blow.
If that piece of rubbish gets over the fence line and then is ingested into an engine.
Exactly that. I mean, for example, that white bag there, you see, it's picked up on the fence line there. Luckily enough.
Well, that's the bags they've been putting on for people to put the rubbish in.
That's it. So that's it. So that's the deterrent of making sure that there's people putting it in the right places. And but not only that, we're obviously we do a lot of audits as well around the airfield to make sure that everyone's doing the compliance side of it, they're doing their bits, that everyone's operating safely and correctly. And we build up relationships with the stakeholders, with the agents, with the airlines. We're predominantly out there talking to them. What is there any issues? What's going on that's causing you any issues at all? Exactly. In the investigation part of it, there could be incidents and accidents that does warrant a bit of our investigation side of it. So we do have a bit of our investigation, hats on. Yeah. And we might have to review some details. We have to make sure that everyone's, operating safely when they're driving on the airfield as well. If there's anything that's going on in the airfield, that people are operating correctly, safely. And then obviously we move into, you know, the running of the day-to-day operation.
Yeah.
You know, if we have to close a taxiway, if we have to close an entry or exit point, there's procedures that we need to follow to make sure that everyone is aware. You
Yeah.
know, that no TAMs are issued to pilots. Air traffic are aware of what the closure's for.
Yeah.
How long will it be? What sort of, you know, impact will it have to the to the operating of the airfield, for the taxiing airplanes, parking of the airplanes?
There you go.
You know, things like that. So
Exactly.
you know, it's a very varied role, and it's great because, you know, we're dealing with so many different things. If nothing happens and planes are moving and everyone gets home safe, we've had a great day.
There you go. That's it, isn't it? That's the main thing. Naomi Garza, welcome to the stream. We've got.
Does Emirates come here?
we would love Emirates to come here. We wouldn't say no. Rick Roxon said, "Who tells the lads on the ground where the plane is? Start again. Sorry, guys. Who tells the lads on the ground where the plane is landing from the tower?"
Who tells the guys?
Yeah, on the ground. So it would be ATC, wouldn't it?
It's ATC.
It's ATC.
But obviously, when we come in on shift, we confirm what runway operations that we've got. So if we're on 09 to 27. So before anyone actually comes out in the airfield, a briefing's had to the team to say what runway is in operation.
Yeah, there you go.
So we brief that, and we brief the runway condition as well. So I'll touch a little bit on the runway condition itself. So we have, you know, an RCR that we have to report, which basically says whether the runway is dry, wet, snow, slush.
Was that like
standing water?
That other day when we spoke about when that mist rain come through and the airport went foggy, didn't it? Because of the mist rain. But then you guys were out doing a surface check because we'd had rain on the runway.
Exactly that. So that's something that we need to make sure that the lads and the ladies are aware of the condition of the runway. Yeah. So when we have a dry spell and they deem it necessary that they need to go out again to report a new RCR, that'll be the runway condition report to say the runway is now dry, and then the tower will then advise all the pilots.
Yeah. So they'll know where they've got to touch down a little bit earlier, or
what braking actions they need to use, what power settings, whether they need to use full reverse
or just brakes,
maximum braking, things like that, you know.
Exactly.
So that is one of those things that we make sure that before the team go out, that they have all that information passed.
We've got the easyJet coming in now from Gran Canaria, but we've got this very, very pretty Pilatus PC-12 NGX coming out. That's all right. I will stay on that until the easyJet gets a little bit closer, guys. Yeah, cheers, Mark. I see the helicopter. Thanks, mate. No worries, Mark. Take it easy, mate. Enjoy your chippy tea with your son. Sure, just making me hungry. But it's payday, isn't it? It's Friday.
Friday and payday.
That's law. It's got to be chippy tea, hasn't it? Right, I am going to come off this PC-12 because we've got the easyJet a hell of a lot closer all of a sudden. There we go. easyJet A320 Neo coming in from Gran Canaria. Nathan, good afternoon.
I mean, you've been on your holidays, Gran Canaria, and you come back to...
Yes. At least it's warmer than what it has been, to be fair. Oh, late touchdown again. Proper flaring that out, aren't they, that touchdown? Right, this PC-12 off to Belfast, taking Golf intersection. Very pretty. I like the other one they have of these, 24/7 Aviation. It's the blue one with the orange in it. And it always reminds me of Max Verstappen's business jet. The way it's done.
Yeah, it does look quite cool. I've seen that a few times.
We tend to get this one more than we get that one, though. But I'm not complaining. I do like the noise off the PC-12. No, it was absolutely buttered, that easyJet landing. I expect nothing less than a butter landing off an easyJet.
Have you ever raced a A320 or any aircraft down the runway or been tempted to? Oh, I've been tempted to, Oliver, sorry. I have been tempted to, but again, I think that'd be pretty frowned upon to start racing airplanes.
A little bit.
But we try to, when we go onto the runways and we do them in sections, we do them when we know that there's not a lot of traffic, because we don't want to interject in the operations.
Yeah.
But if we deem it necessary, TAL will allow us, and they will hold the airplanes before takeoff to allow us to do those inspections.
Yeah, we've seen that happen a few times.
Obviously, when there's on the sunnier days, on the really nice days, obviously the flying school operates quite a lot, so they're up and down, and we have to make sure that we're not sort of in the middle of all that as well. But they do get us on, they do allow us to get on there, but we do try to get on and off as quickly and safely as possible.
Exactly. The old Tigger Hawks there, when they come in from the flying school.
Yes, yeah.
More bounce in them than Zeppedy. There's that wonderful PC-12 on its way out. Back on the tower. So it's definitely had a good mix of aircraft this afternoon. Definitely had a great mix of aircraft. No Ellie Bob yet, just to wind Vicky up.
Shaz, is it scary driving around the runway of a night? It's not scary, no, because
not with your lights. It lights the runway up like bloody daylight.
Our lights are quite
that
good.
light bar on the bottom's ridiculous.
They are, but even if you didn't have them on, those, because obviously all the runway lights now are all LED.
Yeah.
It's like nice, to see all the lights on, especially if there's a low mist or a bit of a low cloud on it.
Yeah.
The lights do light up, but there's certain times of the night that we do. Obviously, operations do stop and they turn the lights off for us, and we obviously there's no point in having them on when there's no operation. So that can be a little bit scary. But again, the light bar does its job.
That's like a day star light. It just lights the runway.
But again, we have to be out there as well, inspecting the runway even when the lights aren't on. You know, so it's not scary, because you get used to it. You get familiar with it. You get used to it. Before the LEDs were fitted, that was something you have to be cautious of. Certain lights could be out a lot. Obviously, you have to be careful and mindful of the runway edge lights, so you don't want to be, driving into them and damaging anything them. So you have to have a very cautious side when you go out on the runway as well. Yeah. Whether it be a live operation or not, you've still got to have that cautious side of it. So it's not scary. It's just having that bit of wit about you, really.
Hi Paul, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Paul Hilvert, how you doing? Says good afternoon, everyone. Hi to everyone this afternoon, and all a happy Friday. My heart and best wishes go out to Jerry, of course. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I say we are going to do at the end of the stream, guys. What we're going to ask for just for a minute at the end of the stream, we're going to ask everyone in the stream to put hearts right at the end of the stream. Everyone to put hearts in the stream.
Yeah, definitely.
I send to Jerry for a speedy recovery. Lynn says, I bet that's a nice LED on the runway. Don't think Birmingham has LEDs yet. I don't think a lot of airports have the LEDs yet. It's slowly happening though, isn't it, across all the airports, the conversions?
I mean, it is, but
it's energy saving, isn't it?
It is energy saving, but I will say that when you move to LEDs and you get snow, you don't get any heat off those lights. That
we were saying that was the downside, because the LEDs obviously, as great as the great energy savers. Yeah. And saving money in this, and being carbon neutral and all that's come with it. But as you say, because it operates such a low wattage,
there's no heat. There's no heat. But then on the upside, when we did have the bulbs, they were providing a source of heat.
Yeah.
That attracted birds.
Well, that's
because they got in there and they were keeping warm.
Yeah.
While the lights were on.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
It's a double-edged sword. Yeah. So. They are a lot more, economical. They're a lot more efficient. We don't have many issues with them since we've had them. Our AGL team do a great job managing them, looking after them, maintaining them. They're great. They're out here all the time doing things, checking it. So yeah.
Right, just to let you know, guys. I know you're asking the stream what time wrap up. 5:15. We're wrapping up this evening. 5:15. So. We won't get the London one in, actually. The 300's only coming in at near 6 o'clock now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it looks like they've pushed it back. So we was meant to have both on the stream, but unfortunately we've only got one of them.
They'll be late from the training ground.
It will be. Well, we'll catch the 737-700 going back out to Newcastle at 7:10.
Yeah, now there's a very good question I've just seen there. Have you seen any trespassers? Now, I've not seen the trespasser, but we did have a trespasser during Creamfields.
That doesn't surprise me.
And he wasn't onto the airfield or anywhere near the runway. He entered somewhere where he couldn't. He was right near the fire station, and luckily enough, he was sort of dealt with quite quickly. But we don't predominantly get any trespassers now. But yeah, that's the one time. That was when I first started. Obviously, Creamfields. You know, this guy ended up somewhere where he shouldn't be, but swiftly dealt with. Yeah. But you know, trespassers very rarely we get anything like that here. The security team do a great job. You know, when you see them travelling up and down, everywhere's pretty much monitored. Everywhere's safe and sound. Yeah. So.
Sorry, you carry on, mate. I'm just
no problem.
I'm just literally putting something in the chat. What time we're wrapping up?
Gary Fraser, how is the electric ops vehicle in comparison? Oh, I mean, well, we all have that laugh, don't we, about the EVs, the new EVs. Now, they are good. They are good vehicles. Don't get me wrong. Obviously we have to ensure that they're charged correctly. They do have their limitations. The two-wheel drive. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way they are, but we don't have much off-road requirements.
No, we've had conversations about this, and we've had conversations about this.
You know, most of the areas that we do utilise the vehicles. You know, the south perimeter side, it's all paved. If we do need to utilise, you know, a 4x4 vehicle for the 09 end,
the good old diesel out.
Yeah, the diesel does the job. Diesel's obviously reliable, but having two of the EVs. The only downside is we don't have the fast chargers. We don't have the fast chargers. So, but obviously when we use them correctly, you know, we charge them correctly. We start rotating them correctly. They're great. They're quiet. You know, so great for the birds. Sneaking up on the birds.
Sneak up on the birds. That's the one thing.
You know, but the spacious, the quiet, the nice, the comfortable. You know, but I mean. Yeah, you get. I think we get around about 280 miles off full charge.
Is that with everything on though?
No.
No.
So when we have all our heaters on, I mean, don't get me wrong, the lights don't bother it. Honestly, the lights don't do nothing to it. It's when you have all the heating elements and things like that. Well, so you lose around 50, 60 miles range.
That's a lot, isn't it? Really, when you think about it.
But once you warm up, turn it off, you get your range back.
That's it. But it's the willingness to turn it off, isn't it? That's it.
Exactly. I mean, but you could keep one out here from a full charge. I'd say a good I'd say 24 hours.
24 hours.
With the mileage that we do.
That's not bad going.
You could keep one out here.
Yeah.
But obviously having the two, that's when we don't have to do that. So we can alternate, you know, between all the vehicles. Obviously during the night we do less.
Yeah, obviously there's less traffic, isn't there? So it's less inspections and
stuff like that. So, but they have been a great asset, you know, and they are still a great asset to have. Yeah, they are.
As I say, we have spoke about it, haven't we? We have had the conversations, and I keep asking what you know what's going on with them.
You've seen our AGL team. They've got the diesel van, and they've got the other EV. So they alternate as well.
Well, Falcon 7's a diesel as well, isn't it?
Falcon 7 is mainly a diesel.
That's an old girl, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's done about 230,000 miles. That vehicle. But again, it's well maintained. You know, our MT team do a great job. You know, they take these vehicles in, they oil them, they do all the changes, they do all what's needed on it. They look after the equipment for us, and it's on the team as well. You know, we don't just go on the runway to run them ragged and go as fast as we can. You know,
don't drive it like you stole it type of thing.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So they're the type of things that we make sure that they're maintained well, and we look after them ourselves. But yeah, you know, it's not. It's not ideal sometimes when you've got a busy operation because you don't have the luxury to take them on and off.
Well, that's it. I was going to say the summertime will probably be a big test for them, won't they?
I think so.
When you've got the AC on and everything.
I think so.
When Phil comes cruising down, not with the windows open, with all the AC on and everything, looking nice and cool while we're sweating on the mound.
Hey, what do you mean? I look cool anyway, don't I?
You do. You have icicles hanging from his nose as he's driving down in the middle of summer. But yeah, it's Arnlow757. Welcome to the stream, mate. Great to have you in. So someone's asked, how long have you been doing the job for, Chaz?
Right. I mean, I've been doing this particular job for around 6 months now.
Yeah, you've not been here that long, have you?
I've not been here that long. I mean, this is where it all started for me.
Yeah.
This is when I was on check-in. When I was 18, you know, 2 weeks after my 18th, I was on check-in. But I've been in aviation since then. So I've worked for handling agents. I've worked for other airlines, other airports. So it's in my blood, it's in my nature, it's what I know. But in this particular role, 6 months, a lot of it I do understand because of my background.
Yeah,
but
it helps.
It does help. But a lot of it I've learned and I've picked up and I've understood quite quickly because of my history. So this particular role is, you know, being out on the airfield, being out on the operation, a little bit more hands-on, a little bit more different. There's a lot more to do with what I need, you know, in regards to the understanding, the regulation side of things, the investigation side of things. So this role is quite new to me, but I'm very familiar with what's needed, and I love it. You know, everything that I've learned, I've worked for airlines, aircraft operations, fleet operations, handling agents, startup operations. You know, all that background has done me so well now in this role that I can bring so much to it, and I'm still gaining from it as well.
Exactly. I see. I'm jealous of him because every so often I'll just open my WhatsApp up and I'll have a load of pictures. Look what I'm next to, and I'm like,
yeah, that is the fun side. Because I've done the background office work where I've worked with a fantastic team like the team at TUI. You know, who were in the background, we're dealing with the fleet, we're dealing with all the issues in the background, and then we're issuing all those, you know, directives, those instructions, and then it all happens on the ground. Whereas I understand all that, and then being out here now, I know how it's affecting things. So, but it is a buzz when you stood next to those red bars, and you can't get any closer than those red bars.
No, you can't.
And you can get out your vehicle, and there it is right next to you. So that's a buzz, Paul. And I'm glad to make you jealous, because now I'm going to send more.
Exactly. He sent me some videos of planes taking off the day as he sat in the taxi and going, I hate you so much right now. That's quite words I don't want to really put in the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to send you more now.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. No, but to be fair, like, when the C-17 came in, because we couldn't catch it on the stream, and obviously when the Azerbaijan decided to do a dirty on us and not come down to golf, you know, down to the ops guys, Phil and some of the other ops guys sending pictures over. Phil sent them over to me, and we had the chance to post them, that's the good side. That, you know, that's obviously where our relationships have, you know,
definitely
close with you guys, and
the guys love it. The guys obviously are all happy to do that, and it's great because it is a community.
It is.
You know, and it's to share it from our side, because we're as close as we're going to get, aren't we? Yeah. You know, so
basically,
it's nice that you guys can see it.
General public, this is as close as we can actually get to the airfield.
Yeah.
It really is. We can't get any closer unless we scale the fence, and then want Phil chasing me with a shotgun down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the team do like doing that. You know, wherever we can, we'll get those shots.
Yeah.
Not every chance we can, and not certain areas we can, obviously for security reasons.
Exactly, I get that.
Wherever we can get that and just share that with the community, it's always good to do that.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the YouTube side of it now. Since YouTube have launched that community side, where people can post, it's not down to me to post the pictures. You guys can do it.
Yeah.
So it gives you guys the opportunity to do it, which I think is brilliant, because, like I say to you, get them posted. You've took them, get them posted there so the other guys get to see them. It's the same with you guys. It doesn't have to be pictures just of Liverpool Airport. You know, you can post anything you want in that community page, you know, of aviation. You can take a picture of your tea, as far as I'm concerned, and send it in there as well. You know, you can sit there eating a big, massive doner kebab and put a picture in there. We're not bothered. But that's what that's for. That's for you guys to interact with everyone and us. So it gives you, because not everyone has social media. We know that. Not everyone has their Facebook, Instagram.
No, they don't.
No, not everyone does have it. So. And you know, with you on YouTube, this gives you that now gives you that opportunity to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Suzanne, welcome to the stream. I see a lot of you interacting with each other, which is great there. Question for you, actually, is this going to be your first air show season? It is, isn't it?
It is.
Well, you're going to have some fun then, aren't you?
I certainly hope so, anyway.
So jealous. So jealous.
I mean,
Oliver, take care, mate. Take
we
a look
do
after yourself.
obviously we do get when they're doing the Red Arrows are doing training, and there's other aircraft, other RAF bases locally that are doing some training that they do utilise Liverpool as a diversion alternate. You know,
Yeah.
they give us a call. They say, "Can you be on standby?"
Yeah.
And then they might do a circuit, as you've heard, and they will, they'll put us on standby, which is great then because we know that they're going to be in the vicinity,
Yeah.
in the area, you know, in the
Well,
vicinity.
last year was the first time we had Cosford traffic here
Oh, okay.
because they couldn't, for some reason, they couldn't go into Waddington, which was their
Right.
home base.
Yeah.
So we ended up having the Typhoon display team and the Red Arrows up here for Cosford.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
so we actually, they were doing that practice stuff. So we actually got them going out on the, so wherever it was, no, sorry, coming in on the Saturday. We got them coming in on the Saturday. Oh, got an easyJet coming in, sorry guys. easyJet A319, Golf Echo Zulu Delta Hotel. Flight number EZY35LX from Belfast on finals. But yeah, we got them coming in. We did a stream where we got them coming in, for Cosford Air Show.
Yeah.
Because me and Vicky went down to Cosford on the Sunday. But then obviously you have the Southport Air Show traffic here as well.
Exactly.
Which I don't know what that's going to result in this year because there's no Lancaster flying this year, is there?
There isn't, no.
It's in
No.
heavy maintenance. So I don't know how their setup's going to look. I know they're still going to have the Spits and the Hurricanes.
Yeah, definitely them.
I don't know about the Reds. Haven't said they're not doing Southport this year
As yet.
as
of
yet. But sometimes the Reds go to Harden.
Yeah.
But we normally get the Typhoon display team. And that's where I'm jealous. If that food comes in, you send me some close-ups of that Typhoon, I'm not going to be happy. Here we go, Baby Tange on finals. Hey Steve, meant to ask you, how are you getting on, mate? How are you feeling? How's the leg doing? Tell you what, it's a little bit rocky rolly, this A319. A few adjustments.
Nice though.
Yeah, not too bad. A little bit smoky, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's not a Ryanair landing anyway. Oh, hey, what's Ops doing here? Oh, it's just doing circles. George, no worries, mate. Take it easy.
Steve Carter Aviation. How long was the training to become an ops driver? I mean, it depends on your previous experience. If you're familiar with how to drive on the airfield, the signage around the airfield, the speed limits around the airfield. Obviously, again, as I said before, I've done that in the past, so I was quite familiar with the double whites, which you don't go over because you go into a live taxiway.
Yeah.
The parking areas, the speed limits that are required. But I mean, if it was someone new coming into the airfield, you'd probably say, you give them about 4 weeks, really, 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
They have to go through, it's called an A permit for your apron. So they will be predominantly put on a 3-day course.
Yeah.
Like
an advanced driver training course, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Because obviously there's certain areas where you can and can't go. So once you've, established that of your speed limits, what you can't cross, your live taxiways, your uncontrolled crossings, things like that. But it's a lot of it is predominantly, as if you drive, on the public road.
Yeah.
But there's certain obviously areas where you can and can't go. Once you've established that, yeah, you're good to go.
Oh,
And then
it's nothing too worrying, is it, at the end of the day?
But in my role, as the airfield ops DM, it's if there's anything that you've done wrong or anything that you shouldn't have been doing, I will be the one to take your driving permit off you.
Oh.
So, yeah, you've got to behave out there. You've got to drive safely as if you would if you were driving your own car. You're driving expensive equipment, and you're driving around expensive airplanes. So
Exactly.
that's something that we have to take very seriously. So if you are, driving
A bit erratic.
yes, then you will have your permit removed, and you will have to obviously face the company, whatever company processes you've got to go through to gain that back.
Yeah, there'll be a conversation.
Yes.
A few conversations had.
And we don't like doing it because we want everyone to operate safely, and we want everyone to do it right. Drive the vehicles like you were driving your own vehicle. That's what we say.
Exactly.
When we're driving the coaches, drive the coaches as if your family were at the back, or someone, all your family were on it. You want to drive safely with them and stuff like
Well,
that.
that's it, isn't it? That's it. You think, as you say, you drive like you're driving your family around somewhere. You do take care.
Yeah, exactly.
Got another departure on the board there on its way out, guys. Ryanair 77 Max 8200. Registration Echo India Juliet X-ray. Flight number FR6560. It's going to knock. We've also got Baby Tange on the way in as well. From Jersey. Registration Golf Echo Zulu Foxtrot India. Flight number EZY52JM.
George Fitzgibbon. If it's the George Fitzgibbon I know, I used to go to school with his sister called Charlene. I think it is.
Yeah, we found out when Phil actually first met Phil. He actually didn't live too far from where me and Vicky live.
No, I didn't.
Very close to home.
It was
down the road, isn't it?
Sorry, George was a dad. It was Adam. Adam was a brother.
Right.
Yeah, but it might not be. I don't know. What happens when there's a storm coming?
I think it's the same for any weather, isn't it? You've just got to prepare for it, haven't you?
Yeah. We monitor the forecasts. ATC send us out a lot of information. The Met Office programs that we use, they give us all the information about what sort of wind gusts we're looking at. So once we know there's going to be, for example, high winds, we just make sure that all the equipment's secured. There's nothing that's left out. We're extra vigilant when it comes to FOD on the apron.
Yeah.
That's predominantly it. It's more of the making sure that everything's where it should be. Things are secure. Doing those extra checks as well when we're out here, and everyone else is doing the job safely as well.
Exactly, that's the main thing. Make sure they're all doing the job safely. Tell you what, this Ryanair's getting on with it a bit. Yeah, a little wave out of them. See that flex in the winglet there as well. Oh, like that. Nope, no wave off them.
How are you?
Alright.
You alright?
Hey Claire, you alright?
Oh, yeah. Thought I'd see before I get on my flight.
On your flight?
Yeah.
What time are you flying out?
7:30 now. Late one.
That's just rubbish.
I know, I'm sorry.
Why do you...
want to be fine.
Well, it's not about price, Claire, it's about being on the stream. Looks like Ravenair lads going home. Turn and burn. A little turn and burn from a Ryanair Max.
Where are you going to then? Anywhere nice?
Dublin for the night.
Well, fair enough.
I thought you were going somewhere exotic, Claire.
No, I'm just going Dublin.
Oh, that's shocking. This is where Claire's flight's been now delayed till 10 o'clock tonight.
What? They've changed the aircraft. I
Oh.
was supposed to be on a map.
Oh, they've had you
And
off.
they've had me off.
They've had you off.
Oh, name alert.
Oh, yeah, cheers, that's the 319.
As well.
There we go, Baby Tange on the way in. From Jersey. Bit of a crab on this. It's crabbing a bit as it's coming in.
Yeah, there is a crosswind to it.
Yeah, you can see the crab. I think that's why that other 319 before was a little bit rock and roll coming in. Yeah, you can see the crab on now with the 319.
Well, we are supposed to get a bit of a bad weather from tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's that storm, isn't it, from
Yeah.
America? It's coming in
Yeah.
a bit later than we thought, isn't it? Which is great
So-
for us, because I was expecting to get drowned today.
We definitely touched lucky on today.
Yeah, we definitely did. John Taylor, good afternoon. Oh, that's butter. That's how a 319 touches down.
Right, I'm going to
All right, Claire, no worries. Have fun.
See you later.
Have fun in Dublin.
I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah,
I'll put them in the community if you want.
don't send too many. Have fun.
Oh, the Guinness factory in the morning at 9:30.
Do you know you can go off some people, chat? Can go off people very easily. You know that, Claire? You can go off people very easily. Yeah, have a safe flight, Claire. Don't get delayed. No, I'm Claire has a great time. Claire there from Northwest Aviation Spotters. Daniel run the Facebook group there. It's one of our mods, Claire, as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep, see you later, Colin. Look after yourself, mate.
Yeah, so I mean, there's obviously there's a lot of other activities and stuff that we do on the apron as well.
Yeah.
So that's predominantly why you probably don't see me as out here as much, Paul, because we do a lot of work on the apron itself.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're doing our, we do level 1 inspections, we do fence line inspections, we predominantly are checking for any sort of issues that could or potentially, give us an issue on the apron that could affect the operation. And along with all the other aspects of it, the coaching, the FOD walks, and the general issues from any handling agent problems or third party individuals, and we also keep in touch with the fire lot. Airfield ops and the fire service have a very close working relationship, because if for any reason there is a full emergency, as our emergency response protocol, that we have to provide PEMS, passenger evacuation services. So we have to be basically located in a position where we speak to the fire chief.
Yeah.
So if there is an emergency evacuation, that we get all the passengers safely away from the aircraft and onto the coaches.
Right.
So we have to communicate that side of things. So
yeah, Manchester did a demo one of them recently, didn't they?
Yeah.
They did a demo one where I think they used TUI to do it, didn't they?
They certainly did, yeah. And that was good practice. But our guys do the same here. They practice on the rig quite regularly. And we interact with them all the time about what's needed from them, what's needed from us. And we make sure that we're all on the same page. If anything ever happens, we're always in communication, and we're there where we should be.
Exactly, and that's the big thing with airports. As much as any other job, but airport, the communication's massively key. We've got 2 arrivals on the way in very shortly. We've got the Airbus A320-214 from easyJet coming from Derry. Registration Golf Echo Zulu Uniform Alpha, flight number EZY34TM. And then we've also got Ryanair 737-8AS coming in from Alicante. I wonder if they stopped off at the Wetherspoons first before they're on the way home. Registration Echo India Echo Kilo November, flight number FR5138. Keeping an eye on a couple of Texans knocking about. Just over Llandudno at the moment. There's still a fair bit of military knocking around at the moment. Unfortunately, not going to be clear enough. There is a C-117. One of your favourite ones, C-117.
That is.
Oh, I call it C-17, sorry, C-17. Globemaster over near Barrow and Furnace at the moment. If that was sort of coming our way, clear a day we'd have got, that would have been nice. But yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on the military side, because it's just they're teasing us again by coming near and then going away.
Gary Fraser, best part of the job and the worst part of the job. I mean, the best part is, the community, the people we work with, the team spirit that we've got. Obviously, the planes adds that bonus to it, but it is that team spirit and that community spirit that everyone knows each other, everyone's respectful. When there's any issues, we all muck in together to get things resolved. And the worst part is the weather.
It's always all good.
Hang
on, you guys can't say that. You're in vehicles.
Yeah, we are. But
you do have to get out in the rain sometimes.
We do have to get out in the rain, but I mean, it's sort of like the worst part of it, because when we know that it's going to be a bad storm, or there's going to be snow, or there's going to be low
Well,
visibility.
Well, that's it. We shout to storms before. There's extra
Yeah.
checks you guys have got to do.
There's so many different things that we have to make sure that that the procedures are followed. We have airport operating instructions when it comes to these type of things. I mean, it's not the worst of the worst, but it's the worst part that we have to deal with because there's so much variety and there's so many things that you have to make sure that are done. And it only takes one thing to fail.
It's a shade, isn't it? If you get one link that fails,
and then it's the reaction. It's like, okay, we need to do this. So the worst thing is when the weather does turn on you, and even when you don't expect it. Like as I say, when the temperature's dropped and it froze, that was the worst part about it because there was nothing that we could do until we cleared as much as we could from the runway. So yeah.
Well, that's it. When you say, sorry, before asking you about the storm side of it, obviously waste management's a big check, isn't it? The rubbish and everything.
Yeah, it's got to be cleared. It's got to be, and it's got to be done properly as well. And we deal with everyone who's involved in all that, who has a certain part to play in it. And then we have to ensure that it's collected properly, it's put away properly, and this again, the safety side of it is we don't want any problems on the airfield itself.
No, that's it, and exactly that's it. Safety is paramount.
Yeah,
yours, passengers, aircraft safety.
Even stuff left out, if it brings in out those birds or it brings in problems to the airfield, it then creates a knock-on effect for what we have to do. We might have to close somewhere, an area off while it gets dealt with. That could be a delay to passengers. We don't want that either. So as long as everyone's doing their bit, we can keep on top of it from our side. And it is again a fall back on the community side of it. Everyone mucks in together.
And passengers, this is what passengers don't say. It's like, oh my God, why have they shut that off? Oh my God, why is there a delay? Well, there's always a reason why there's a delay. If it's not the aircraft, there's a reason. It's to make sure that you getting on and off that plane is your job is the most paramount, is their safety.
Exactly that. We don't do it for fun. We don't do it, and we don't do it like on a whim either.
No.
We look at the variables. We look at the options that we've got. We look at what can we do to obviously minimise it, but do it safely.
Yeah.
But there could be a time we go, there's no other way. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
And then we then inform everyone that needs to be informed, so then they can act accordingly to try and come up with a solution themselves. They might go, actually, it's not a problem closing this area or shutting that stand or moving that there. We can do it this way.
Yeah.
Everyone's got everyone, but as long as everyone's got the right information, they can act accordingly.
Exactly. Next departure is Pigden Push, Ryanair 737-8AS, operated by Malta Air in the Ryanair livery. Registration 9 Hotel Quebec Alpha Bravo, flight number FR6338. We've also got the easyJet inbound from Derry, a 320. Registration Golf Echo Zulu Uniform Alpha, flight number EZY34TM. And don't forget, we've got the Alicante flight, which is on its way. I thought that would come over Ellesmere Portway, but it's not doing. It's going around the back of us. So that's coming in from Alicante, 737-8AS, registration Echo India, Echo Kilo November, flight number FR5138. So our next 4 movements. So we have got some Texans knocking about nearby. Looks like they're going through the Mat Loop at the moment, potentially by the look of that. But there is still quite a bit of military traffic knocking about nearby, so you never know. We always hold out just in case. So we've got our ops up and down. Still no wave off ops.
He's a very focused individual.
He is very focused today, isn't he? Laser focused today.
Which is good.
It is.
Which is good.
I say we do. We love the fact that you guys take your time out to give us a wave and that. But they say 3 birds here, 3 or 4 birds above him as we speak on the runway. Like mocking him from above.
That's it, teasing him.
Hi Dan, welcome to the stream, Dan. He's not looking. No, he's not looking. He is laser focused, that lad. But I'd like to say, so you guys are constant chatter with ATC as well, aren't you?
Yeah, it's predominantly, but not only if we're not chatting, we've got to be listening.
Yeah.
We've really got to be, because once we come out onto the taxiway, it's what's known as free ranging.
Yeah.
So we're telling the tower that we're going to be basically from the Alpha 1 point right down to the Charlie point. We're going to be free range to drive with our own
Yeah.
you know, vision and listening, and basically we're looking after ourselves now.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not doing what's known as point to point, so you don't have to tell Tower I'm going from Alpha 1 to Alpha 2 or Alpha 2 to, you know, down to Alpha 6. You know, there's certain points that you have to report to. So that's on the individual, you know, the controller myself when we're out here, to be listening to the tower frequency, to be listening to, you know, what's coming off the runway, what's going on the runway.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's coming out, even the light aircraft that are coming out of
Well,
and things.
Well, we had an incident on one of the streams where one of the Tomahawks cut up a Jet 2737.
Oh,
yeah.
naughty.
Yeah, very naughty. It literally, as it's taxiing down, it just went poof, straight out across the front of it. I don't know, it was one of those, I don't know whether it was a fact of that it looked closer than it actually was.
Right.
From our perspective, from where we were
yours,
looking, but it did bring a bit of entertainment to the stream, saying the old Tigger Hawk's got its elbows out there with a big 737. Oh, hi Dan, how you doing to the stream? Welcome to the stream, buddy. There we go. A320 coming from Derry. Oh, that was a bit firm. That was a bit firm.
He got it down.
Ex-Ryanair pilot. that was an A320 down with a thud.
Gary Fraser, how many vehicles are in the ops fleet? That's a good question. There's a mixture of diesel and electric vehicles that we use, but predominantly we have the two EVs.
Yeah.
We have two diesel vehicles. We have one backup diesel vehicle.
Yeah.
We have a minibus. We have a gator, so a small buggy gator that we utilise. And then along with the obviously the coaching fleet that we've got.
Yeah.
So that ranges obviously when you know, when some are off for service, some are out for service, some are off site. So that's we should have around 10 buses in total for that. But again, some are off site, some are on site. So we try and keep it around about 5 serviceable for us.
Yeah.
But we've got a good healthy amount of ops vehicles.
Yeah.
We have 4 John Deere tractors as well. And then we have the Tobel HGV
You've got quite
cab.
a few aircraft then, haven't you? You've got vehicles, sorry.
Yeah.
Quite a few vehicles,
And again,
vehicles.
we utilise these in the manner that we need them. You know, if we don't need to utilise any of the tractors, or if we, for whatever reason, we can put them away. We rotate the vehicles as well, as I said about the EVs and the diesels.
Yeah.
So we rotate them to make sure that we're getting the proper usage out of them. So we always have enough vehicles to move things about, to get places where we need to be, to do the job that's needed. So
it's great to see. Just a quick one. We've got the Ryanair. So I've got easyJet A319 Baby Tange picking up to go to Krakow. Registration Golf Echo Zulu Delta Hotel, flight number EZY76MF as well. That's also pinging, getting ready to push. The Ryanair 77 SAS is already pinged and pushed.
Has Shaz seen something we've not there on the chat?
I don't know.
She's just
Get foxes running around everywhere. Hope Phil's not seen one. As Shaz said, bird just hit a plane. I didn't see it. I didn't see it hit a bird.
I didn't see nothing.
I think that I saw a bird fly near what that plane as it was inbound, but it was more close towards Shaz. I don't think it actually hit it. DJ Reggie's got a question for Phil.
The favourite airline. I mean, that's. I mean, I didn't see the Azerbaijan. I wasn't here for the Azerbaijan.
Now, just remember, you've got ex-TUI friends watching here.
But TUI haven't been here since I started, and I've told them the more, if anything happens at
space
Manchester,
they're
more than welcome. They will be welcome with open arms, my TUI colleagues.
Since Sun Express has gone, there's room for them.
Yeah. Sun Express, didn't see them very, you know.
It was great to have them in when we got the specials and
when
stuff
the specials,
like that.
yeah.
It was a shame it didn't work out, but we all had a feeling deep down
Yeah.
with the amount of flights that they're only doing Antalya, weren't they? So
Yeah.
the fact that you've got easyJet and you've got Jet2 doing Antalya as well, it was very, very heavily. Oh, Big B, there you go. Sign of summer, Big B. It's the buzz.
The buzz.
The
Yeah.
buzz. But yeah, I think that was the downfall. It was that route, wasn't it? It's very, very heavily here at Liverpool in Antalya.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for the favourites here, I mean, it's nice to see the Titans.
yeah,
It's nice to see Ascend Airways.
yeah, they
came
come
in.
in, don't they? Was it with the Maxes? They come with the Maxes.
They
don't
came
they?
with the Maxes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had the. I mean, I've got it. Iceland there, the 757.
757,
You
yeah.
know, when the Iceland 75 come in, that's probably my favourite.
When it came in at Abercombe and Kent livery,
Yes.
that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. That.
You know, they're all great, but it's nice to get those rare ones.
Yeah, the rare ones.
It is nice to see those here.
That's it. Well, like tonight, it was like the 737-7 and the 300s. They are rare aircraft.
Yeah.
Because they're not. KLM have only got a few 700s. They've not got many of them left. Jet2 have got some 300s up at Leeds Bradford, but we don't see them everywhere on a regular basis. Them aircraft.
No.
It was like when we a few years ago we had the Euro Atlantic 767 in.
Yeah.
The Condor 757-300
The
in.
300. Yeah.
No, that's a rare bird. The 300.
That is a rare bird. The Flying Pencil, as
Yes.
it's known. Yeah.
You know, we were lucky enough to have Jet2 757s in here a few times as well. Oh, it's a bit firm, but down anyway. Oh, that's our Alicante flight in. 737-8AS from Ryanair. We've got the Sofia flight on the way down now. You can see the wingtip of it there. So next departure 737-8AS 9 Hotel Quebec Alpha Bravo, flight number FR6338 going to Sofia next.
So this is the time really that we're getting a little bit of a peak in the traffic.
Yeah.
So again, the ops guys will be, you know, especially Falcon 7 with the wildlife, they'll be predominantly trying to get to one end while one's coming off,
Yeah.
and further up then while one's coming on.
Exactly.
So, and it is a balance of manoeuvring around the traffic.
Oh yeah,
While still, you know, trying to look at, you know, reporting all the bird activity, any dispersal that's needed.
Yeah, the Gary Paul sound starts to break up. Okay, no worries, 1 second. Just give us 2 seconds, guys.
Shaz, what's it like being up on the mound watching the planes? Well, I have said this, haven't I, Paul? That it's I thought from when I was out on the airfield, I always said you guys seem so further back, and actually you're a lot closer than what I thought from when I'm on the mound.
You are.
But it's nice to be up here. Nice to see you know, the action that happens on the mound.
Right, 1 second, guys. Got a few sound issues. Right. Let's get this Ryanair going out and I'll have a look at the sound. I've had this.
It's flashing.
Yeah, it's gone off. That's 1 second. Yeah, we did get away, Shaz. Sorry, a few sound issues, which is surprising, but I've had them for a while. Right, I'll
Probably had enough of my voice.
what I'll have to do, just 1 second, I'll have to just rewind the stream back a little bit, have a listen. Listen to this while it's live.
We all right with the sound now?
I'm going to have a listen to it in a second once this Ryanair departs. Sounds okay.
Right. Does Liverpool get any BA?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we've had the E1 E190.
Embraer 190,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think.
And then we had the 320. We've had the 320.
Yes,
in
we have had the 320 in before.
Yeah. And that's on an ad hoc basis, isn't it? For the
Yeah.
that's mainly for the football charters.
It is. Is it? Oh, I can't remember which Embraer it is now. Can't remember which Embraer it is. Mod, just let me know how the sound is now. It did. I'll just have a little listen back. It did sound all right then. I think it might have been the power bank. Yeah, it's all right. I think what it was, when I've got a power bank that I plug in to keep the phone charged while we're streaming, and when that starts to die, I think it starts interfering then with the microphone receiver.
Okay.
So I think that's what it was, but it's all sorted now. We are
Okay,
good.
fair enough. Super Miss Blue Eyes, have you ever had wild or large animals on the airfield? I mean, wild animals, we get wildlife
Yeah.
all day. You know, there's always a mix, whether it be birds, foxes, hares, but large animals. I mean, no.
I think we'll say, I think you'll be looking at, like, if you're looking at larger animals for what we get there, but you're looking at hares, aren't you?
Yeah.
Foxes,
Foxes.
even cats,
Yeah.
pheasants.
But most of those the larger animals, they run away from any noise or any,
Yeah.
you know, they don't like it.
No,
So they predominantly do stay away. But there's always an array of wildlife on the airfield.
Yeah.
You know, whether again rabbits, hares, foxes, pheasants.
That's it.
Rats,
you know, mice.
Rats, mice. Yeah. I mean, obviously you get the birds of prey are quite nice. You know, when they see the falcons and you know.
Yeah, the sparrowhawks.
Yeah,
and stuff like that,
and you see them predominantly on the south side, and they're quite, you know, especially when they're perched on the fence. Obviously, you want to scare them away, but you have a quick look first, and you think that's a really nice big bird, you know, that you can see. So
exactly.
But then you make sure they get, you know, that they're off the airfield.
Well, that's it.
But you know, nothing more larger than the sort of the foxes and things like that.
Yeah. A 2XL's pinging and pushing. 2XL 737-700 going up to Newcastle.
Nice.
Pinging and pushing. We've still got the easyJet 319 going to Krakow waiting to push as well.
Yeah, the BAs are nice when they do come.
That
you know.
Embraer's really. Do you know what? That livery suits that aircraft.
Definitely
It
so.
really does.
Definitely so.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would like if Tui would pop in every now and again.
Well, when Birmingham had all them diverts, we were talking then, weren't we? You said we can only take so many, and
Yeah.
we ended up getting the Turkish Airlines Max in, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful aircraft.
And that's another thing as well. When we obviously we're an operating an airfield, you know, we do have the capacity, but we are limited on the stand capacity. Yeah, we have to obviously prioritise our scheduled own home traffic.
Well, that's it. Home traffic
You know,
comes first, doesn't it?
But normally it's a call between myself and the ADM who discuss what can we do, what can't we do. Again, a little bit of touch on what the capacity is on the airfield, and we look at it and we go, well, will they stay?
Yeah.
Will they offload? Will they want to fuel and go? Will they be on the ground for how long? So all these questions get asked.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's the thing, because we've obviously that day I think we ended up having the Jet 2 A321 Neo in, didn't we? And we had the Turkish Max in that
exactly.
day. But they both, I think well, it's like Leeds Bradford. We get a lot of Leeds Bradford traffic, don't we?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
predominant. Like you said
Yeah,
the other day, the Emerald Airlines.
When we had the Emeralds, yeah, there was 4 on the ground at one point, either taken off or going, and with the additional 2 diversions that was
the weather.
Just because, yeah, and it's great that we can say yes, because it's it's commercial, it's what we want to do. We want to be a source of a diversion alternate. Yeah. Because it's closer to certain places and things like that for everyone. But we have to look at it operationally to go, what's the capacity? Because even the stakeholders from the handling agents, they might not have the capacity to do it.
Yeah, staff to the source.
So you don't want to bring, you don't want to say, well, you can take a diver, but then have the passengers sat on aircraft or waiting around for buses and transfers and things like that. So.
Oh, exactly.
But we do like to make sure that we are available and we do have the capacity to take diverts. But TUI just don't divert here. They if they're going into Manchester, they go to Birmingham.
Yeah, they're just feeling hate on us at the moment.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we had the 787. If we had a nice 787.
Well, we have had them in the past, haven't we? For like football charters and stuff like that for Champions League games and stuff like that. But we do get quite a lot of cargo stuff coming, especially the prop side of it. That we had them Britain Normans in the other day from Draken Europe. We do get the Antonovs in occasionally, not the 125s unfortunately. But we do get the old props coming in as well.
DJ Reggie, this is a good question actually. Is there any scope for expansion of the apron at the airport?
Very confined, aren't we? Really?
Not the apron itself, but there is plans in place at the moment. There's a lot of plans in place to extend the walkway, so there's a lot more of an ease for the walkway operation, to get down to the other stands along the apron side. Yeah. So there's going to be some demolition work to remove some of the old buildings now that are disused and are not used anymore.
Make use the area, innit?
So in regards to expansion there, then there will be, and that's more for passenger ease. Yeah. Whether they extend the terminal building is another question. Yeah. The apron, no. I can't see there's not much room.
Is there? There's not really.
You can only go westwards, and that's more towards the old Speak Airport. But again, it's quite limited.
It is.
There's enough space. There is enough space. But again, will they move westwards? I don't know.
No, and the thing is, as well as the other flip side of it, it's obviously they only do it on supply and demand. So obviously they're not going to make a massive area and then not have a lot of planes in.
Yeah, they're not. Because they've got the area that they need. Yeah. They've got the capacity that they need.
It's just waste space, isn't it?
Exactly. But I do know that there is work to make the walkway area. They're going to obviously get rid of the disused buildings. The old Royal Mail area building, that's going to be going soon.
All right.
So they're going to be moving down to extend the walkway. So there's enough. Cool. So there's enough capacity to have more aircraft to be loaded and offloaded at the same time.
So it's obviously easy. If you get 2 or 3 flights in all at once, it eases with that.
It eases that side of things, but expansion for the apron, I can't see that at the moment. No. Because there's enough stands for what traffic we've got.
I think, I'll be honest with you, I think to expand the apron, it would have to have another major airline here.
Yes. Yeah. And commit a number of aircraft. Yeah. At least commit a number, even if Emerald, said we'll base one here, that wouldn't warrant any expansion,
Aer Lingus would have to base like 3 or 4 A320s here to sort of warrant that.
Definitely so.
Warrant that.
Who we got coming down from ops now?
I don't know.
Is this? Could be.
We have got these. Pheasants kicking off behind us this evening. The 2XL is on its way down. We've also got the A320 Neo going to Barcelona, pinging and pushing and making its way out. So yeah, we've only got about another 10-15 minutes of the stream, guys. The terminal building, you can just about see it.
Just
behind-
past the old tower, yeah.
Yeah, the little hump bit you can see behind the back of it, the grey building. That's where the terminal building is, guys. We'd love to be side on from the terminal, so you guys could see what goes on at the terminal, but there's just nowhere for us to do it.
No.
There's just nowhere for us to do it.
Unfortunately, no.
There you
go. I think I've Super Miss Blue Eyes. I've already answered that question.
Yeah, if Phil's already answered the question, he will say he's already answered. Yeah, he has answered that. Super Miss Blue Eyes. Sorry.
Shaz, Phil, is there any plans for planes to fly to America? Well, not directly.
Not directly.
Not directly. No.
We've had it with Lufthansa in the past. They've done it directly, which is.
But I think
transfer flights.
I think Aer Lingus are now doing it where you can.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work with the ATRs.
Very much, because if you've got a lot of baggage, those things can't. But whether they sort of restrict the loads, I don't know. But I know you can do it. But directly from here to America.
We could do it. They could get a 330 in, couldn't they? But
I mean, yeah.
But it's stand location as well.
Stand location, and whether they've got the performance.
Well, that's it.
To get out.
Yeah.
You know,
fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got a long enough runway.
That's it, isn't it? It's all about weights and everything.
So again, they'd have to have a restricted load, I'd say, if that was the case. But I don't think we're going to get any direct flights anytime soon.
Jonathan Matt D, welcome to the stream. Here we go. It's our 2XL 737-700 going up to Newcastle.
Yeah, that'll be taking the Everton do play tomorrow, by the way.
Do they play tomorrow?
They play Newcastle tomorrow, so this will be the Everton team.
Football team then.
Yeah.
There we go. We don't normally get a wave off these guys. Oh, behind my camera's a cracking op shot right there. There's a little message in the window there. I don't know what it says.
Can you see? I can't read it. Can you read it from there?
You should be able to zoom in on the stream. I don't know what it says though. Well, yeah, that's Everton football team going out to Newcastle. There we go. It says brakes on, apparently is what it said. It's a sign saying brakes on.
Brakes on and he's moving.
And he's moving, yeah. Go. Don't think we'll get a turn and burn off this one, but
there's John there.
Oh, he's giving us a wave. Sorry, didn't get him. There he is. He did give us a wave, actually. Ops did give us a wave then, guys. But yeah, there we go. 737-700 off to Newcastle Everton Football Club. Love having the football charters on the stream. Gutted we're not going to get the 300 in on stream now. I'm a little bit gutted about that. But can't get everything. They're not like Pokemon, you can't catch them all. And we're Forever Everton official in the stream. Says, goodbye, Blue Boys. Bring back the 3 points.
Liam LPL 91, is the old tower, airport tower, being knocked down at all? I don't foresee it being knocked down because they utilise the offices. So underneath the actual old tower, there's a lot of office and meeting facilities. So the building does get used quite heavily. So there's no plans at all that I'm aware of because it's still getting used, apart from the tower top.
That's a nice smooth takeoff from that 737, wasn't it? It's not like proper, like, just nice smooth ascent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Treating them.
Being
Me,
nice.
if it was me, I'd just be pulling straight back, going straight up like a rocket ship. Right, here's our next departure on the way down. easyJet A320neo, off to Barcelona. Registration Golf Uniform Zulu Hotel Foxtrot. EZY14YL. Still waiting for the Krakow flight. It's been pinged up for a while, the Krakow flight. Isn't going anywhere, but there is a helicopter behind us, actually. Helimed's behind us.
I did hear that, yeah.
We have got
Very important question here.
Go on.
Super Miss Blue Eyes. What are you having for dinner tonight, Phil?
Oh, yeah, go on. What are you having for dinner tonight?
I
Phil?
actually don't know.
You don't know?
I have got no idea.
I think the day Vicky's having in work, supposed to be for, she's having a hell of a day. She's having a bit of a rubbish day.
Oh.
Uh,
So that means you've got to treat her.
that's
Payday.
I'm thinking Mackey's tonight. I'm thinking Mackey's tonight. Because I've got to go and pick my granddaughter up from here, drop her off at her dad's, then go and pick Vicky up and then come home. So I won't get home till probably about 7 o'clock tonight. So
So you'll definitely deserve that Mackey's
Yeah.
by the sounds of it.
too right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really plan my evening meals, to be honest with you.
No.
I normally just open it up, open the fridge up,
See what's there?
see what's there.
Andy Aspire, welcome to the stream, mate. That Helimed's right behind us, I can hear it. Nope, knocking off the easyJet crew. So I keep turning around because there's a Helimed behind us. I think it might be coming here because it's hovering round near us.
I can just see it there. It's actually descending.
Is it descending?
It's descending, yeah.
Okay, so we've got Helimed descending behind us.
It's just gone behind those trees
Oh,
there,
has it?
so.
Okay, so Helimed descending. So we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's 450 feet at the moment, it's saying. Go on, Andy, what's your question? Steve Carter said, we've got chicken tikka masala and Peshwari naan tonight. Woohoo, nice. Roger not, welcome to stream, mate. Never flown easyJet. I have, I've always been delayed with them. But I've always, one thing with them, I will compliment them on. Cabin crew
Yes.
are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what, the flight was amazing, so smooth, and the seats on that 320 are absolutely so comfy.
And a fair bit of nice, not decent leg room, not
Yeah,
not the
they
best, but like enough, yeah.
You have on the 20s, yeah.
And I do like the aisles because they're a lot more wider. So,
Yeah.
you know, when the trolley's out, you can still squeeze through. Not unlike on the Boeings,
It's squeezed in, isn't it?
it's hold your breath.
It's the way that heli somewhere.
Is he still descending? Oh no.
It's holding 450 feet. So what it is, guys, there's a Helimed helicopter behind us, and we are keeping an eye out for it to see what's going on with it. Whether it's holding to come across the runway or it's actually going to land. See, it might just be shut, might be glitched on flight radar because it's gone too low now. Yeah, Roger, do you know what? Couldn't fault them because the one thing we did, I got delayed going to Amsterdam when they were doing all the work at Schiphol. You know, they had all runways closed and stuff like that, so they only had limited slots. And we were stuck on the tarmac for like just about 2 hours. We were stuck on the tarmac for, parked up at Manchester on one of the taxiways, just parked up out the way.
Just so it stayed out the way.
And what they actually did, the cabin crew spoke to the captain and allowed them to do the in-flight service on the ground. So everyone could have something to eat and drink while they sat there waiting, which I thought was really good of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I sat there and had tapas with a bottle of wine at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, it's only the right thing to do.
It's got to be done, hasn't it?
Aye.
It's all right. I had someone dressed. I had a I had stag do next to me on the plane, and they'd found out listening to the lads what they said. He got him through security and everything, and they bundled him in the toilets and dressed him up like an Oompa Loompa and oranged him all up and everything. They got him on the plane, and the cabin crew were just laughing, absolutely just laughing at him. It was absolutely brilliant. It was funny because they hadn't had too much to drink. They were just having a bit of a laugh and a joke. And
Wouldn't expect anything less than that, would you?
You wouldn't on a stag do, to be fair. Helimed's landed behind us.
Oh, did land, yeah.
It has landed. It's got a flight radar, so it has landed. But yeah, I do reckon. Do you know what? As much as I've had a bit of bad luck with them flying in the way of delays, even flying out the Isle of Man, coming back, I had a delay and stuff like that. Do you know what? I can't fault them, as in their in-flight service and the comfort of flying with them, the seats, comfort.
Yeah.
I can't fault it.
So I think that's them just finishing off their final runway inspection, because it stopped raining for a while, so the runway condition may have not changed, but it doesn't look like it has. But again, it looks as if the guys are just doing the normal standard checks that we do. Report it back to tower. And we always say what we see. We report what we see. You know, where the eyes and ears for the tower and the pilots. Yeah. So once that, here he goes.
Hey, he's got the paddle out. Oh, he's took your roll. He's got the paddle out.
He's learning.
He's learning.
He's learning. Hey.
Well, our last departure's pinged and pushed. Well, it's pushed finally. The Krakow 319, because it is around about 5:15 now. So this will be our last movement, guys. Don't forget, guys, at the end of the stream, before we wrap up, before I say the thank yous and everything, I want you to put in the chat at the end of the stream. I want you to put loads of hearts in the chat. Yeah, absolutely spam the chat with hearts for Jerry, wishing him, a speedy recovery from Biz Jets TV. We will do that at the end of the stream, guys. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I understand some people have got to go. And if you've got to go and put your hearts in now, that's fine. That's completely understandable. But yeah, I think this, looking at the board, now that is, I don't think we've got any more arrivals due in now by the look of the board. Let's have a look. No, next one. Yeah, it should have been in. It's now delayed. It's pushed back even further. That 300 now. It's near 6 o'clock. So yeah, nothing really now due in till 6 o'clock. And then the Krakow flight. Oh, the Krakow flight's not due out till. It's now pushed back to 5:45, 25 to 6. The Krakow's now pushed back. Oh. Because that was showing 5:15.
Is it on the move though?
No, well, it was pushed back, so it must be. Yeah, it's pushed back. It's due to go out with the Barcelona one, because that was our last one. With the Barcelona. Oh, okay. So it has pushed back. So I think it may still go out earlier. So keep an eye on it anyway. I say it has pinged and pushed now, so I can't see it not coming down here very, very shortly. I say it will be our last movements. It's been great to have Phil on the stream this evening from Ops. If you don't know, we've had Phil on the whole stream today. He works here at John Lennon Liverpool Airport. He does the side operations side of it, works with the team there at John Lennon Airport. A fantastic job. Been great to have him on the stream.
Yeah, it's been good. Thanks for having me.
They've not been too nasty with you, the chat, have they?
No. Some good questions. Some interest. I hope I've provided a little bit more of an insight to what's going on. Obviously, there's a lot of complexities, and there's a lot of different things that we have to make sure to do. But there's so much to talk about, and there's so much that we can only cover so much about it. But
that's it. Because obviously certain aspects that you can't talk about, and we respect that, and we get that.
Yeah, I mean, but ultimately, we're there for the safety side of it. We're reporting things. We make sure things are done properly, safely. The regulation side of things is paramount to us, because we have to ensure that we're following the guidelines and the regulatory requirements that we fulfill as an airfield. Yeah. So whether it's right down to reporting light outages, the wildlife control, you know, any work in progress that may be required. We have to follow through with you know, all the departments that we deal with as well. So it is, but it's a great job. It's a great place to work. You know, I love airfield operations itself.
That's it. And
yeah.
Your job is to keep us safe, basically, us passengers and airlines safe on the ground.
Exactly that. You know,
and yourself and the staff as well.
Yeah. So we're out here, we're checking, we're monitoring, we're reporting. You know, if we don't see something that we don't like, we tell Tower.
Yeah.
Tower do what they need to do. They halt airplanes, they hold aircraft, whatever needs to be done until we can safely say, you know, okay, you can proceed, or actually we're going to have to do some other course of action.
Yeah.
You know, and we do that daily. We do it on a nightly basis, a daily basis. You know, we're here 24 hours a day, keeping the planes moving. Obviously, when the bad weather does come in, it presents its problems.
Yeah.
We deal with it the best way we can. We've got all the equipment, we've got all the required staff that we need. Everyone's trained up. Great bunch of guys that we work with. Really great team efforts from everyone every time.
Exactly.
And it's just great. And the crews as well, the pilots themselves, they're always talking to us, they're always interacting with us, they're always there telling us any issues that they may have. So that's the good side of it as well.
It is. Right, guys, one more's pinged up and pushing as we speak, the Geneva flight. The 319 to Geneva is also pinging and pushing as well. That should have gone out at 5 o'clock, actually. That Geneva flight. Yeah, that Geneva should have gone out at 5 o'clock. So we're going to get these. They're going to be our last two, guys. Two double 319s to wrap up the stream. First one, 319 in front of us now is going to Krakow. Registration Golf Echo Zulu Delta Hotel. Flight number EZY76MF. And then we've got the Geneva one just behind it. H. Welcome to the stream.
Roger, not. Someone mentioned beer.
I'll definitely be having a pint tonight.
Yeah, I'm with you, Roger, on that.
Yeah, I'll be having a pint tonight. No, we had Asbo out earlier on, mate, unfortunately. Asbo's gone. Actually, Asbo went to Geneva earlier on. And Jonathan McD coming in with his membership milestone there, member for 6 months. Says, we change. Are we all not liking the longer days? Yes, definitely loving the longer days, mate. Loving the longer days. It is absolutely amazing now, the fact that it's completely still daylight when we're wrapping up now.
Well, it's what? It's only 2 weeks before the clocks go back, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Something?
Yeah, you get an extra hour in bed. Lindsay BHX, welcome to the stream. Robo Murpho, welcome to the stream. So yeah, we've got one more after this, guys. Another baby Tange going to Geneva after this one. And then we will do what we need to do. And I'll let you get gone then for your Friday evenings. Ah, Mrs. Living It Large just popped in the chat there, you lazy bugger. Get some work done. Crazy.
She's waiting for you for the lift.
So she is. She's got a long wait then. Claire said it's crazy that I can watch these planes push back then watch them taking off. Turn and burn here.
There is a turn and burn.
He's out too because I think he went out too far. Here we go. Am I right in saying that easyJet have to put the reversers on a little bit to turn around? They'd gone out a bit, took too wide a turn.
I don't think he did use the reversers. I think he was just taking the turn very slowly and then took the burn.
It just seemed like massively.
Yeah, it was very slow.
Yeah, it seemed to go very wide as well. Very wide. Right, so there's the Krakow 319. And very, very shortly, we're going to see our very last movement, guys, which is going to be the easyJet A319, aka Baby Tanja again. Registration Golf Echo Zulu Foxtrot India, flight number EZY 78KJ, off to Geneva. It's going to go meet up with Asbo in Geneva. We're going to go rip it up with the Swiss chocolate. Come on,
a few
with some,
Toblerones.
few Toblerones. I was about to say that. Coming on with a few Toblerones. He's invited this one down to come and have some chocolate fondue. It's all about the cheese in Switzerland as well, isn't it?
I'm just looking back there. He didn't use the reverses. He went on quite slowly and then took the turn and then just went.
Just the noise from the engines. It was like, and he looked like he'd gone out a bit too wide.
Yeah, but you know, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, mate. As always, it's been a pleasure.
I hope I've given, just a little bit of insight to the days and what we do and stuff like that. But again, it's a great community. It's great to be involved. So again, thank you for asking me to do it, mate.
Pleasure having you on, mate. And do you know what? From us, if we, as I said to you when we met up, if we can sort of give everyone a better education of what goes on at an airport, not just by watching the planes.
Yeah.
And seeing you guys, and joking aside, you've seen you guys just go backwards for the odd waves and stuff like that. But what you guys actually get up to at the airport, never mind. Just I say, all everyone's, and it is what it is. People just see you driving up and down on the stream, maybe popping out like you did the other time out. And back in your car again. But you know, it's a good education for people to understand what you guys do at the airport.
Yeah, you know, and that's predominantly it, isn't it? We're here for a reason.
You are.
You know, we're doing a job. We're doing an important job. It's got to be number one. Priority number one is it's got to be safe out there. Yeah. It's got to be clean and tidy. It's got to be free from all those problems that could cause issues to an aircraft.
Well, exactly,
you know?
And that's what. Without you guys, we really wouldn't have a safe airport.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope to think that you know, if it gives people that little bit of education and understanding, great. You know, everyone's happy and everyone feels a little bit safer when they fly. Well,
exactly, and that's it. And people to sort of understand that if there is a delay at the airport, there's a reason for it.
Always.
It's not. Sometimes it's not down to the aircraft. Sometimes it's something that's gone on the ground.
Yeah.
And you know.
These things have to be checked. These things have to be, you know, investigated. We have to make sure that when we go, everything's good to go. Mm-hmm. It's all been checked. Everything's within the parameters, you know. Yeah. Because there's nothing worse than doubting or you know, second guessing. It's always got to be checked and checked again if needed. And if anyone's ever unsure, that's the thing. We the culture is speak up. Yeah. You know, we've got to make sure. We've got to, you know, it's a safety critical role that we do.
That's it. It's something that they've done their ground inspection, and you guys might, once they're ready to go push back, you might spot something on the plane, and it's like, oh, hang on.
Yeah. Gary Fraser, will you do another of these streams for more questions and answers? Well, that's up to Paul if he wants me company again.
If he wants, Phil's always welcome on the streams. Phil is always welcome on the streams.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to do it again.
Yeah, we'd love to have Phil back.
There's probably so much more than I could probably explain. You know, we've only got a small window, you know, so I'd like to think, and I'd like to have more questions from you guys. You know, no question. Obviously, there's certain questions that I can't answer. Can't give you every bit of information about what goes on, but gives you a bit of an understanding. And I'd be more than happy to do another one.
We'd love to have you back on, mate. They're actually very deep in conversation there. They're very deep in conversation.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But, and also as well, mate, you know, maybe you could do a poll on your next one.
Well, definitely could.
If Phil from Ops is invited back to do another Q&A.
Well, definitely.
You know.
Oh, we'll quite happily have you back, mate. We'd love to have you back on. I've really enjoyed this evening. I think it's been great.
Yeah.
I think the chat, by the look of it's really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah.
I think it was, don't get me wrong, it all come together very quickly all of a sudden.
Yeah,
So we had to drop the impromptu at home live, you know, and then obviously it's just one of them. I think the next time we will have now it's okay for Phil to come on the streams because obviously he's got to talk to the airport, and there's a lot of red tape to go through
Yeah,
to get Phil on the stream.
there is a few. It's notifying the people that need to be notified, and just ensuring that everyone's aware of what's required. From my side as well. But obviously I want to raise the awareness and education as side of it as well.
And now it's happened and stuff like that. It shouldn't be a problem next time. So we can pencil it in a lot with a bit more time and stuff like that. So then you guys have got more heads up for when Phil's going to be on.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd be more than happy.
No, we'd love to have you back, mate. We'd love to have you back. Right, our last one going on to the end of 2.7 now. Just held at Alpha for a little bit there. Looks like just doing a few final checks. It's not always a bad thing. But yeah, our baby Tange to wrap us up. I don't know if we're going to get another turn and burn. I think we might,
Oh.
No, he's heard me, that's what it was. He heard me.
He heard you, he said no, not this one.
Swine. But yeah, this is our last one. Right, guys, when this departs, I want you to flood the chat with hearts for Jerry. Once this departs.
Yes, definitely so.
Once this is gone, it's off the end of the runway, please flood the chat with hearts for Jerry. On the roll. And there we go, nice rotation off the end of the runway there. Right guys, let's get them heart emojis in the chat for Jerry. Let's absolutely pepper it. So yeah, we do wish Jerry to get well soon over at Biz Jets TV. He is greatly missed at the moment, but yeah, we do wish him a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
And once he gets better, we'll no doubt we'll hear him back bright and loud as ever. But yeah, from all of us here at Living at Large Aviation, we really do hope that Jerry gets better soon. So I've got a few thank yous to read out. For the rain start, just a few drops of rain then. Just a few drops of rain then. Just a few thank yous to read out this evening, guys. I think it is. Let's have a look. Just the one to read out, which is Jonathan McDee's membership for 6 months. Thank you, mate. Appreciate your support over the last 6 months. So I want to say a big thank you to the mods this evening. Thank you so much, guys. You've been done an amazing job as you always do. 1 second, so we fix this. Second, guys. Right, yep, there we go. Yep, so I want to say a big thank you to everyone in the stream this evening. Thank you so much for all the likes, the 144 likes we've got. Absolutely amazing. Big thank you to Phil for coming on the stream. Bit of work in the progress, but we've got it done in the end, so it shouldn't be a problem having him back on again now.
No.
We'd love to have him back on again. By the look at the chat, you guys would love to have him back on again, so we will get that sorted again. We'll have a little chat, we'll get that sorted again, and then it gives you guys more chance to get some more questions ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which will be great to see.
Thanks for all the good questions. We had some really good questions there. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, definitely. Great to see the people getting involved.
Yeah, and there wasn't too bad. There wasn't too hard on me. So
no
tricky questions, And I hope I answered everything, and I gave everyone a little bit of insight into it. So and thank you from me. So
no
thanks
pleasure,
for having me.
Pleasure as always, mate. Pleasure as always. Right, guys, we're back on Sunday. Me and Vicky are back on Sunday. Are you in work on Sunday?
I am on days on Sunday.
We'll see Phil.
I'll be on the other side of the fence.
We'll be on the other side of the fence on Sunday. So yeah, have a great weekend, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you again for everything, and thanks for being in the stream. Really appreciate it. Vicky, I'm going to leave now and go pick Freya up. Just let you know. But yes, Stephen Boyd there, bring Phil back, please. Yes, we will do, guys. We will do.
Cheers, guys. Thanks
But
a
yeah,
lot.
have a great one. Have a great weekend. Look after yourselves and see you at 3 p.m. on Sunday, guys. Take it easy. Bye for now. See you, guys.
Bye-bye.